We're going to start off with shots of Blackland.
Yes.
Cheers up for the shot.
Cheers, boys.
I feel bad about doing shots of this.
Cheers.
I feel like we should
Their baby.
It's Blackland. Shout out to Blackland, one of our favorite distilleries here in Fort Worth.
Here we go.
That's a lot.
Dude, that's really good.
That was a lot.
No way. That was perfect.
It was perfect.
Says the alcoholic.
Man, that was delicious.
That was good.
That was really good. Again, shout out to Blackland for Prairie Gold.
You're not on the mic.
I don't need to be, dog. Yeah, that was perfect. That was delicious.
Blackland is, they're going national now.
Yes,
No way.
they are.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
They're going from 11 states to like 30 states. Like,
Man,
Huge
pretty
jump.
quick.
I didn't even realize they were in 11 states.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. One of my favorites. Well, my favorite is their what's that pecan? That maple pecan.
Oh yeah, the
whiskey.
maple brown sugar.
Yeah, that shit is delicious. You could drink that straight. Actually, the day I got one for my buddy's birthday, we just killed it in like an hour.
Oh yeah.
it's
And they're making the eggnog too.
Holy shit!
They said today they released it, and they said by Friday if you don't have a bottle, you might not have one.
Okay, so my girlfriend loves eggnog. She always gets the Southern Comfort. It's non-alcoholic, but she always gets the SoCo eggnog. So I work down the street from Blackland, so I'm definitely going to run in there and grab,
and it's
grab
not
a couple.
their prices are great. I mean, the Prairie Gold is like the premium, probably like $100 on the shelf, but it's great.
You ever have you ever watched the YouTube channel How to Drink?
Is that with the guy that makes the cocktails but tells you the history about them?
Yeah.
Stirs them down like shakes them up. Like,
yeah, it does all that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen it.
So I just watched I watched a whole episode where he did nothing but eggnog.
Oh my god!
And he was like, because he came up, he calls it, he has his own, he calls it Gregnog. And he's like, Gregnog is the best. It was like, everybody loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he did this one eggnog, and I think it was like called a Baltimore eggnog. And you have to separate your yolk from the whites, and you have to whip the whites up and get them like where they have stiff peaks. And then you fold in. And he's like, I don't think this makes any difference because it's all going to the same place. But he's folding it in, right? He said it was the best eggnog he's ever had.
Interesting.
Had some funky rum in it, and
Okay.
I think it had some brandy maybe in there.
Have you seen the Martha Stewart
Cognac.
the Martha Stewart eggnog recipe? Apparently, it's gone viral, but it's like the amount of cups of bourbon, cognac. He's like, do a really nice cognac. And this one guy took it and he ran with it and put Louis Trey in an eggnog.
No.
Because of her recipe going like viral again. It was hilarious.
It's like, use a really good cognac.
He's like, don't tell me twice.
That shit's. I saw someone get a like a 1 ounce pour of that on. It was like on some like really nice restaurant. He was like, I'm gonna try it. I can't remember how much they said it was, but it was a stupid, ridiculous amount for just 1 ounce.
Yeah, I think it's like, I forget how much exactly, but before COVID, it was like $100 for like a half an ounce, and then $200 for an ounce, and then if you got 2 ounces, you got cut a deal or something like $175. I was like,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I paid $50 for a 1 ounce pour of Pappy Van Winkle rye.
It was damn good too.
And we all took a little sip, so I don't think we all got. I didn't get an ounce. I got more than everybody else, but
yeah,
it was. I think it was worth it just to try. I don't think I'll ever have Pappy on my show. I mean, maybe I will. Yeah. I don't know.
Someday. Apparently, like high-end whiskeys are not as sought after as. I mean, also the whole like liquor industry and alcohol industry is kind of coming down, but the high-end whiskeys that everyone keeps like in bourbons and stuff, they're less and less in demand. Like over time, So there might be a chance in 5 years or so
they made them so unattainable. Right?
I know. Like I don't want to spend $1,000 for a bottle of whiskey secondhand. Come on.
Well, there are still people waiting early in the morning to be able to get.
Yeah, they still have those bourbon hunters and all that stuff.
But also, like the liquor store I go to here in River Oaks, like you get those points where you're able to buy it at retail.
Which liquor store are you going to?
The one by the hand job place.
All right.
Gotcha.
It's right by Eduardo's.
I'm scared to
pastries.
name a business at this point.
Hard stop, because this is our final episode of 2024.
Literally hard stop.
We've got a
hand
live
job.
studio audience with us tonight. We're so excited. Thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate
Thank you,
you.
guys.
There's a microphone floating around. Sarish has it, and if anybody has the desire to say something, just flip the switch on.
I know
and-
Jared
and
will.
chime
Jared
in.
always has something
Just
to say.
no racism, please.
No racism. If yeah, that's the preferred.
Jared, I know you're a big racist.
At all possible.
But yeah, so we've got a great episode for you. We're about to get into the intro. I don't know. Do we want to drop a song
This is
before
a
we
pro
get
Luigi
into
podcast,
the
by the
intro of the show? I feel like if anything, we need to do Home Alone.
I should have downloaded the app on my. I got it on my phone.
Can I do like the original version of Home Alone? Because I think that you're working on. I don't know.
I've got a remake
Not the
of it.
remix.
I've already got it. You can you play
Okay,
play
so
the
this is
original.
a taste. I just want to let everyone out there that are watching us on YouTube, and if this makes the stream, or I mean this makes the pod, then how lucky you are. We have been working on something extremely special for you all, and it's called AI Want to Wish You
Yes.
a Merry Christmas. It is going to be the Funky Panther presents an AI Christmas album, and I'm going to tell you, it is beautiful. So far, it is beautiful.
I want to say that we switched because I was just mixing genres and stuff, and
Yeah.
now we've gone straight up Richard Cheese style. So if you know who Richard Cheese is,
Big band.
just that big band lounge
Dick
singer.
Cheese?
Yeah, Dick Cheese, man.
Are you going to play it?
You go ahead and play yours.
Okay.
I'm getting this on.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play one that
these people can't hear it.
we came out
They
with
can hear it.
today.
They can hear it, yeah.
And you're welcome in advance. All right.
It's Christmas Eve and the mics are hot. Talking wild stories, taking our shot. Tim's late as fuck. Javier's on edge. Chad sipping whiskey like it's straight from the keg. Suddenly, someone's at the door. Tim says, "Shut up! I think there's more." Santa, that prick, thinks he's breaking in. But tonight's not the night to test these men. Hold up. These dumbasses think they're about to rob us? They must be dumber than they look. Home Alone in the studio, bitch. 3 Funky Panthers ready for it. Traps the set and the bass line hits. These motherfuckers just walked in the pit. Trip wire snap and the paint can swing. Santa's on the floor, feel that Christmas sting. Home Alone in the studio, bitch. 3 Funky Panthers ain't taking no shit.
It gets better. I don't want to stop it.
Javier's got a brick with Merry Christmas on it. Throws it at an elf, he ain't gonna dodge it. Chad's got the taser, zapping for fun. Tim's building a trap that weighs a fucking ton. Hot sauce on the handles, glass on the floor. These fools won't walk any fucking more. Elf number 2 hits the mixer, sparks go flying. Javier yells, touch that board and you're dying. Y'all broke bitches just ruined our best episode. I hope it was worth it. Home Alone in the studio, bitch. 3 Funky Panthers ready for it. Traps the set and the bass line hits. These motherfuckers just walked in the pit. Trip wire snap and the paint can swing. Santa's on the floor, feel that Christmas sting. Home Alone in the studio, bitch. 3 Funky Panthers ain't taking no shit. I'm stuck. Why am I so sticky? And what the hell is on my shoes? Are they trying to play a game of who's in my mouth? Are you kidding me? Y'all thought this was a regular podcast, huh? Wrong fucking house, dipshits. Police sirens blaring, but they're too late. 'Cause Santa's face just met Tim's hate. Fistful of glitter bombs blowing like snow. Javier duct taped elf number 2, and he's ready for war. Cops bust in, see the mess we made. Tim's got a grin and Chad's laughing amazed. What happened here? Self-defense, officer. And we hit the lock. Y'all better check that tape. We didn't just win. We got fucking content. Home alone in the studio, bitch.
I feel like it's pretty for AI. I mean, the Javier,
Yeah.
it's the white.
Yeah, I'm glad he got the "Who's in my mouth."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
If you don't get it,
all
the
me.
story is Santa and his elves come try to barge in our studio sesh, and we home alone their asses.
Well, we've got a whole other song that goes along with it. That's the thing is we've got another song that goes along with it where it talks about Santa's really just a burglar.
yeah.
But he's like a reverse burglar because he shows up, breaks into your house, and leaves you shit, which is just weird. Because if I did that to somebody, I would go to jail.
Right, of course. So that's why we got to get Santa.
Yeah. So we have a whole theme going with at least 2 songs.
Do you give the AI the instructions on how to do the music?
So
that sounded like Panic at the Disco.
Yes.
Like,
So I gave basically what I did was I went through ChatGPT to create lyrics. And I gave it a whole parameter of like, this is what I want, this is what I want to talk about, this is everything, right? And it spit out lyrics. And I tried to go in there and edit the best I can, but I missed some stuff or whatever. And then I go to this other website and I put those lyrics in, and I told it to do 40s and 50s big band / jazz standard with male vocals.
nice.
And that's what we got.
It works.
All right. Well, I think it's time to kick off the episode, Timothy.
Is it?
I think it is.
Man, I've been messing with all the other stuff. I didn't even have that ready.
I noticed.
But you know?
I thought we were doing right after the song.
I didn't know, but here we go.
All right. Get in here. We got to start the show. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a hell of a show for you here on episode 190. It is the last show of the year, and we're so stoked to come to you. There's another one. We have got Mikey in the studio for his second go around. Super stoked to have you here, man. Appreciate you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Another one. Okay, I think you're hitting the fucking Panther too much, So sit back, relax, try to enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
If you missed it right before the show, you should go check out YouTube. We got to preview a Christmas song that we're going to be releasing later this week. In fact, the Funky Panther presents an entire AI Christmas album for you later this week, and we're stoked about it.
Oh, we're gonna go viral.
You think it's going to be that good?
We're gonna be on Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Neutron.
All the Jimmies.
I think there's a
Jimmy Hack, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, no, seriously, it is so much fun. And to be honest with you, we've been working on it all week, and we haven't even finished, on what we're doing just yet.
No.
Tim is only one that has heard some of the more finalized versions, so I'm excited about hearing those eventually.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to go in there because unfortunately you can't really control everything with AI, right?
Right.
So some of them didn't cut off, and some of them cut off, and some of them had some gibberish in there.
Got it.
Some weird shit that sounds like they're summoning demons and whatnot, but summoning semen or something.
Okay, nice. Well, you can guarantee that all of the lyrics and the stories and everything that you're going to hear in this album did come from the boys. The music obviously did not.
Oh, it did.
Sort of.
It did. We hired a band.
A big band.
A big band.
Man, yeah. So
Nothing but jazz standard hits.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be posting the shit out of it as soon as it's released. So make sure you check it out. Hopefully, in crossing fingers, it should be available on Apple Music, Spotify, and everything else. Hopefully, even Instagram and TikTok. It'd be pretty neat if our Funky Panther theme song is out there.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but it is. I mean,
I just can't wait to be scrolling through TikTok and someone is playing one of our songs on there.
We'll see. We'll see. So, Mikey, how you been, man?
I'm good.
It has been, what, 2 years?
yeah, it was the old studio whenever he
Yeah.
was on last.
It'd be 3 years.
3
I think
years.
It was about
Oh,
3 years.
shit.
Probably pushing 3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
Because that was when I just started at Magnolia.
Oh, yeah.
Magnolia Wine Bar.
Yeah, you're right. And you have hopped around quite a bit since then.
Yeah. Oh,
you have been
gosh.
the wine guru of Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's been so fun. I think really the journey has been long.
Yeah.
But opening new places is like that. It's odd, but you kind of get into a rhythm.
Right.
Where you're like, oh, I'm opening a new spot. Like there's all this energy. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of chaos. And then you do it again. And then you're like, why did I do the first one? And now I'm doing the second one. And then I did it again with the third one. So I went from 61, after Magnolia, it was 61 Osteria, the Italian concept in downtown. And then it was Bowie House, which, have you all been?
No.
I want to because they've gotten awards, right?
Yeah, they have 2 Michelin keys from the Michelin Guide, which it's the first year that Michelin is in Texas and officially like releasing their awards. And then now, I don't know what's next. Like they just awarded the stars to some places, the Bib Gourmands, all of that. It's crazy. But Fort Worth's getting cooler.
Fort Worth,
just keeps on getting cooler.
I mean, we're getting a lot more things here, like
Fort Worth's always been cool.
actual patio stuff.
Fort Worth's always been cool. But it's getting cooler.
It's getting cooler. So the
If
first
pissing your
time,
pants is cool, call me Miles Davis.
the first time you came on, we were talking about all of your accolades, sommelier and whatnot, but we just drank beer. I mean, we drank really good beer. Like I remember drinking good shit.
Yeah.
But you brought us a bottle of wine last time, and we've been holding on to it until you came back on the show. So you open that, you're doing, letting it do its airy thing, right?
Yeah.
And then we got a few bottles here. One that I brought back from Austria a while back, one that Javier has acquired from Napa, and then the one that you brought, and then a Las Jarras Pinot as well. So
Do
we want to get into it?
Yeah. Oh,
right.
yeah.
Hell yeah, baby, let's go. I'm here to get drunk, and
Are
I'm
you
here to
pouring or am
get
I pouring?
So, I mean, I will pour because you're the guest, but I also don't want to do it wrong. Like, I feel like...
Is there a particular way you should pour or actually serve the wine?
I guess in restaurants in a formal setting, you're not supposed to pick up the glasses, but when you're at home,
very first fucking thing I did.
when you're at home and you're sitting down next to a fire, it's just pick up the glass, just pour it up.
Hell yeah.
So I've always been a fan of just pouring a whatever white and then adding some red to it.
There's a rosé.
Is that
a blend?
Is that a thing? It's a blend, right?
It's a blend.
I did.
No, it's a.
I did go to Paso in 22, and it was really interesting because the winemaker for Opolo Wines was like, "You should start blending your wines." He was like, "Blend different reds that you have like together." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I do that with my wines all the time."
Holy shit.
And it was so
Like whatever you got left over, you
interesting.
just.
Yeah, he was like, sometimes you could make like, and that's how that guy that was on the documentary where it's called Sour Grapes, where he's like faking some of the world's most expensive wines. I don't know what formula he had to make it happen, but he would blend different shit together and trick people into being like, you're drinking a $4,000 bottle of wine.
Holy
my
shit,
God.
that's wild.
And he's like just in his kitchen, like steaming labels off of wine bottles, re-adhering them.
What if
that
he was
your
like
dream?
pouring Coca-Cola in them? Like, is that what they do? Right? People pour Coke in their wine?
Kalimoto
Yes.
and Spain.
Dude, I actually really like it with the Stella Rosa Black.
Yeah.
And Coke is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, why not?
So this first one is from Grinzing, which was in Austria. Weiser Burgunder. You want to pass it that way and see if any of them want any?
If anybody wants some Wiser Grundle.
Weiser Burgunder.
Do I spin it like this, like how I see in the...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, how are you supposed to drink
Cheers,
this?
Javier.
It's releasing the tannins.
Don't hit too
There's
hard. These
actually
are
bubbles on the bottom.
expensive
Oh,
glasses.
there are,
from-
yeah.
from Mikey.
The bubbles might actually, kind of call out to the youthfulness of the wine.
Okay. Oh, so normally when it's an older type, it's bubbly all the way through?
Well, no, it diminishes. So like as it ages, you won't like. This is a still wine, so it's not supposed to like have like a bubble to it. But I can see that there's like some little bubbles clinging, but it just is really fresh.
I also
yeah.
see the bubbles. I guess I'm getting better at this because I too see bubbles. So,
But when you taste it too, like this wine is really fresh.
It has a hint of Dracula piss.
From Austria.
from the hillside.
Yeah, because
This is really good, though.
Oh, That's right too. We have to watch Nosferatu.
Oh yeah. We were
Christmas Day.
Is it come out on Christmas Day?
That's what they said.
We went to watch Daft Punk, their re-release of Interstellar 5555, and they had the trailer for Nosferatu. And we're like, what the fuck is this? Of course, they don't show you anything until the very end of the trailer, and I'm like, holy fuck! And then the Nosferatu went across the screen. And my girlfriend's like, "What'd that say?" And I think I said I think it says like Pet Boys or something. And she's like, "I fucking hate you."
Yeah, whenever I saw that preview come up, I was really fucking pumped about it because I actually like the 1930s. I think it's whenever it came out. Nosferatu or whatever. The dude's got he's got like the crazy nose, looks pointy ears. All pointy teeth.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like
it's a vampire.
But he doesn't look like your traditional vampire. That was the thing.
But it's a vampire.
He looked like he was gonna just like eat your whole body and not just suck your blood.
He's gonna eat your whole.
He's gonna eat your whole,
and he's gonna suck that blood.
He's gonna eat your holiday whole. No,
right.
I think I read somewhere the director Robert Eggers. He personally thanked SpongeBob for introducing people to Nosferatu. Because a lot of people really didn't know who it was. If you look that up, it's true. It's a real thing. I'm not kidding.
Seriously?
Look it up. Look it up. I think he's the guy that did The Lighthouse, is he?
Yeah, SpongeBob, I believe, yeah.
Yep, SpongeBob. But you liked me lobster, didn't you? Yeah, this is really delicious, though.
All right, how should we be drinking this? What is the...
Open mouth?
So, actually, these glasses are fun. Yeah, open mouth. So, well, smelling it is... The first part is that's the swirl.
Okay, swirl.
And then the smell. So you swirl to get the aromas kind of like coming out of the glass, and what you're gonna smell are different.
What you're supposed to smell it, not inhale it. God damn.
Yeah.
I've watched people do like this with like this with the little
from the audience.
What is it? Doing this with bourbon. But I've watched somebody like take it and like. I mean, I swear they're dipping their nose into the bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, that's the.
They like really get into it.
What is that guy that represented the Dalmore and Richard Patterson, Scottish guy? He does the thing where he says you swirl it, you throw it away, and he literally throws scotch onto the tasting room floor. What? That guy is wild. But his thing was like really get in there, and I like that these glasses. You should get in there.
You should get in there.
You should get in there and smell all that you can smell. And there's actually so esters are kind of some kind of fruity, something that smells like fruit in some way, and then there's like terpenes, which, funny enough, when weed smells really loud.
Yeah.
But also these terpenes are kind of like the perfumed nose on certain aromatic wines. I feel like this one is it's like so floral and so like fresh, but it almost has kind of that like essence of like spritz perfume.
I don't even know what I should be tasting.
It's very bright. It is very bright.
I don't know what I should be tasting. I mean, I guess tasting is subjective, but
you should be. You probably shouldn't really be like tasting too much oak, but I almost get like tropical fruit on this one, where this is a wine from Austria.
I mean, I was getting a little bit of funk in the nose originally.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. It's probably how you smuggled it.
It almost like I feel like it should be buttery, but it's not, right? Yeah. But these aren't. I guess I don't know.
It kind of smells like the banana's going a little too ripe.
The banana's getting a little.
It's good. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a good note.
What's those banana beers we like?
Oh man, I haven't had one of those in forever. Who made that? Bell? I think it was
Bell. Yeah.
Or no, it was an English beer. Wells. Yeah.
But they have banana bread, right?
Yeah, banana bread beer. That was one that we used to get from Central Market.
Yeah.
And just I would get those every Christmas. I haven't had one in years.
I haven't had one of those in a long. I haven't really drank that much beer in a while.
Yeah.
I've been mostly just on liquor.
So, Mikey, what level sommelier are you?
I'm certified, which is the second level in the quartermaster sommeliers. I'm gonna keep studying for my advanced. I think the last time I was on the podcast, I was like saying something along those lines. But opening new businesses is
you've been fucking busy.
It's not the way to study.
Yeah.
But I think it was study by doing and getting more exposure to wines and open a lot more stuff and taste a lot more things. So it's like education on the streets.
It really is, though. Like, you kind of need both worlds.
Hard knock education.
It's like trial by fire.
Yeah, 100%.
It's fun. And that was all that 61 and Bowie House really were. So for the last 2 years, I was having enough time to set up, maybe set up my day. And then after that, it was like, music's going to start. Guests are going to come in. Now you have to go to the table. You have to suggest a bottle of wine, to go get that bottle of wine and serve it. And then I would have time to go to the next table and do that. And so it was constant. But that's really fun, again, to get exposure to different wines. And people were generous and kind to bring like any wine that they had in their cellar. Maybe they were like, I'll pay a corkage fee, but I really want to show this to you. And it's stuff that I couldn't even get. So
wow,
that was great.
Yeah, but you're very generous too. I remember going to Magnolia and you opened some kind of port that was older than me. I mean, it was old. We tried a couple actually.
Yeah,
and they were older.
Same with me. Yeah,
and it was like super sweet and it was so good.
Yeah. Those they're like 1920s.
Yeah, it was super old. Yeah,
it was really, and it had been hanging out for a while.
Yeah,
and then I think the owner and I, Marty, were like, I mean, let's just try to see if we can do this by the glass and give people tasters. And then a couple people were like, yeah, I'll try it out.
That was cool.
Yeah. And then when the holidays come, look at the bottle, you shake it a little bit. You're like, it's like maybe like 4 or 5 ounces in here, and then you just take it home.
This is mine now.
I was watching something, and they talked about there's a price point where wine really, like, it's not any better. Like, and this one person said
it's like above $3 Chuck at Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
everything
like
above that is
like
all the same.
They said like $700 was their limit. Like anything above $700.
Oh, on like a wine list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then it's just not. It's all gonna taste the same. Like not necessarily the same, but same. It's just not gonna be anything special.
Yeah. Sometimes even like $500.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're going for, like the name that you're chasing, like if there's a winemaker's name attached to it, or like a cult following with this winery. And I mean, if you get a good vintage of that, that's one thing, but some of these expensive wines, you're paying for current vintage, and it should stay in the cellar for like another 5 or 6 years, or like sometimes 8.
That's insane.
And then you go to a restaurant like that, and you're shelling out the money, but you're at a restaurant, it's
right.
like you're not like in a wine collector's space, like having this at their home.
What is your favorite type of wine? Do you have a favorite?
Right now, I keep on going back to this because I tell people all the time, I'm like, the first thing that I studied with Beaujolais in France is like the most casual wine, the most casual red wine you could have. It's like $20 average, maybe $14, and then if you get into the Nouveau, it's like $10. So, but really good stuff from really good producers who are like natural. They're doing everything properly. They're just they're not messing with the wine. They're just letting the vines grow. When it comes time for harvest, they do a big celebration. They press, they make the wine, and then they're like, all right, let's release it.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite. I think it's because it's easy. It's a wine of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make it, throw it out, and that's it. We're done.
And it's juicy for a red too. It's almost like it's the cousin of Pinot Noir, so it's still light, but it's actually got, maybe depending on who makes it, it's got a little bit more color to it. It's got a little bit more like fruity pop and less of that oak.
Fruity pop.
I'm a big Pinot Noir fan.
You like Pinot a lot. I know you do.
He's just a fan of Pinot in general, but when it's noir, it's even better. You know what I mean?
So what's the wildest food combination for the expensive wine that you've seen? People are like, no, I think I'll have like tuna fish, like out of a can, or like weird stuff like
a bad pairing. What is a bad pairing?
A bad pairing
that you've seen,
or
maybe
cringe. A bad pairing, but also like the most unique. You're like, you know what? Respect. Yeah, absolutely.
Like a PB&J and a
grilled cheese, like $100 bottle of wine.
For my wife and I's anniversary, we had Grump's Burgers.
Ooh.
And a really nice champagne. Like the champagne bottle was like gonna retail for like $350.
Shit. And Grumps.
Nothing goes better with a $350 bottle of champagne.
Hey, at least it was gourmet burger.
Good. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was a good story now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the worst pairing is sushi or oysters, like anything like really raw fish, and like a heavy, inky Cabernet. Like when you start the night and you're like, let's get an appetizer of oysters, and then just... And I would have people do this at restaurants that I worked at. I'm not going to say who, but $350 bottle. They're like, here's the most amped up, inky, oaky Cabernet and oysters.
Oh my God.
There's a chemical reaction that actually happens in your mouth where it makes it taste like blood, like iron.
Ooh,
No
it's
thanks.
like... Never mind, I can't even say
Yeah,
it.
please don't. We've all seen the movie.
I mean, maybe they're into that.
It's like, why didn't, like, Jacob... Never mind. Okay, so, like,
No, what was the movie? The one with the...
You got a microphone over there. Hey, someone get the microphone.
It was the one where there's the bathtub water. Saltburn.
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 It's the one with the bathtub water.
Have you seen Saltburn?
Yes.
Jesus. I knew that's where you were going with, like, the irony.
Oh, yeah,
wine.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was in the theater watching that with like maybe two other people.
You watched it in the theater?
Yeah.
You psycho.
And there was maybe two other people in the theater.
I feel like that's like going to see what was that movie where it starts off as just Willem Dafoe's dick?
Oh,
just
I
going
couldn't
at
finish that one.
Nympho?
Yeah,
Is it Nymphomaniac? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I watched about 5 minutes of that.
Do you think that was his dick?
After he got like hit with the rock? Is that it's the same movie?
You mean The
right?
Rock, like People's Elbow Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rock.
yeah.
with
I
Dwayne
just got
Johnson.
on Pornhub and I just all nude scenes and then just fast forward through all of it.
I thought Pornhub was banned.
Not if you have a VPN. This episode brought to you by ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN.
NordVPN. Use code Funky Panther for 10% off your first visit.
Honestly, that's who we should get sponsored by.
It would be a good
VPN.
bet. It makes sense.
Did you know the Saltburn vinyl?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Where it's like got the water and pressed in it.
Yeah, it's like this gross, like kind of
Cum water looking.
like
Sorry.
foggy water inside the vinyl, like pressed in the vinyl. So you move it, and the water moves around within the. It looks disgusting,
Yeah.
but also great.
wild.
So you're saying sorry, but if people don't remember, when Mikey was on here, he turned us on to a podcast. It's no longer his name.
Oh, fucking Come Down!
The Cumtown
Now
podcast.
it's the Adam Friedland show. Yeah. Stavi's. Oh, yeah. Stavi. Yeah, but Stavi without the other boys, I can't really.
Yeah.
Stavi, I always go back to one episode of Cumtown, and it's where they're talking about American Idol and this guy, this old like lounge singer. His dad invented infomercials, and they're listening to this other guy's podcast and just like clowning the shit out of him. It's fucking gold. But I think I sent. I'm not sure if I sent y'all what it was. But
my God.
I can't even. I'm so bad at telling stories. I don't want to say it and butcher it, but I'll tell you. I'll send you the link later.
I couldn't get behind that tire show that he was in. Like everyone seemed to like it. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, I
You
watched
liked it?
one episode.
Tires
and
or whatever.
I was like,
So it's called Tires. Is it called Tires?
I think it's called Tires.
Tires.
I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, I watched all of it just hoping for the best, and I just couldn't get it.
Jesse was trying to give me tickets to Shane Gillis for Christmas.
That would have been cool. Shane Gillis is legit.
But then she realized, she started looking at the pricing, and it's just to get a decent seat, it was like astronomically high. And I'm like, do not spend any of that kind of money on me to go see Shane
He
Gillis.
doesn't deserve it, Jesse. He really fucking doesn't. If anyone knows, it's you.
Yeah, I don't need that. Spend the money to put me in like
spend on it?
courtside tickets to
What would you pair with this, Mikey? This would be a little seafood, right? Or no?
Yeah, I would do this with seafood all day. And then I have been on a wedge salad kick, like when it's nice out but it's still cool. Wedge salad, and just go and get an iceberg wedge and just chop it up.
That sounds amazing.
I hear a wedge salad is just a salad, but just a part of lettuce. Is that right? It's a wedge.
It's just
part
a wedge.
of all of us. It's something that's inside of all of us.
That's what a wedge salad is. It's a part of all of us.
I think that was in the Bible where God spread a lettuce and he said,
Let
my
there be
lettuce
wedge.
now it's with you. A part of my body is in this lettuce. Eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
I
one.
think it was Leviticus 29.
This is
I don't know.
my
I-
body.
And
oh, wait, no,
the
this is going to get
balsamic was the blood.
This is going to get sacrilegious real quick.
The problem is we're going to end up having we'll get this will somehow get clipped through Opus clips, and we'll get hit with all the religious people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He doesn't believe in Jesus.
Javier, so this is the wine that you brought.
This is
so
the
give us
wine-
the story of this one.
The story of this wine is my dad has a subscription to wine, and he has like bottles at the shop, and they're just stacking up. And I just took a bottle.
Yeah, this one's from Napa, and
I
I've
took
actually
one of my
had
daddy's
it.
bottles.
It's
Yeah, this is a winery that I
Still in
actually
my
went
dad's
to
stash.
in Napa one time.
As a matter of fact, I think he gathered a bunch of these bottles for my sister's quinceañera a couple
some
years
of y'all
ago.
might like this. This is actually pretty sweet. It's
Yeah?
good. Yeah, I've had this one before.
This is one of
It
those
smells like juice, sweet berry wine.
sweet berry wine. Oh, we had a song like that, didn't we?
We tried to have a song
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Cheers, Javi.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah, this is like the Italian Bracchetto style, which is like a sparkling, low alcohol, like slightly sweet.
Oh, like
bad.
a chugging wine.
yeah. It's like that's sitting around the
easy.
fire drinking some Boone's Farm.
It tastes like candy.
It does. It's. I'm not a big. I typically don't do a lot of sweet wines.
Yeah.
I like I'm more on the drier side of things.
Yeah,
That is sweet.
That's sweet.
that's good though.
It is good.
For
Like,
like
just take your foot off sweet. You know what I mean?
for something
I
that
don't
was
think it's,
unexpected, I was like, wow, this is a really dark rosé, and then I was wondering.
I don't think it's a diabetic wine.
I need my
It could
insulin
be.
shot.
I'm
before-
Wilford Brimley, and this is diabetes.
This is diabetes wine.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah.
Is it true that wine's not good unless you can screw off the cap? Is that true?
It's about to be. If you can't get your hands on cork anymore. I mean,
What are you
depends on
talking about?
who you are in the wine business, but a lot of people are like, I'm just going to switch to these screw caps. They're sustainable, they're easily made. And after COVID, there was like that weird little like, you felt it, right? It's like, why can't we get certain things?
Yeah,
Things are
right.
getting more expensive.
Shipping and yeah.
And with like the wine business, they were like, well, some winemakers were like, we can't get glass and we can't get corks. So what are we going to do? And so now I think they've kind of fixed the glass issue because they're just getting better systems in place.
Yeah.
But cork is, I mean, drink a lot of wine worldwide. So it's like between Europe and the Americas, we're drinking so much wine.
So cork's hard to come by?
It might be
Wow.
in the coming years.
So, I understand, like, you know, maybe part of it's tradition. You know, that's how they first started storing their wine, by sealing it up with cork and everything. But there has to be liquid contacting the cork, right? Because then oxygen can seep through. And
Yeah. But with the screw caps,
corks dry out.
there's a seal that's created
Yeah.
because the thing that's inside of the cap will actually seal the wine. So
So what's better then? I mean,
I hear bag is better.
that's true. being able to bottle and sell your
Slap
wine.
the bag.
bag wine is
Well,
key.
because like there's no oxygen getting in, right? It's just like sucking the air
Nozzle.
out of the. Yeah.
There were these.
Yeah, because oxygen's your enemy, right? Whenever it comes to wine.
Yeah, there were these people that subscribed to a wine club for Plump Jack. I don't know if you've heard of that wine.
No.
But it's like
Plump Jack.
I think that's what they called me back in college. Plump Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's one of the cold wineries. So people,
I've seen it, man. He is Plump Jack.
Yeah. They wait for releases, and they're like, hey, you know, every time this thing gets released, they contact their people. A lot of it sells out through the wine club. But they said, hey, we're gonna probably switch over to screw caps. So they sent their wine club people a corked version and a screw cap version of the same wine, and they were like, please don't be mad because the future releases might be the screw cap, but just like put it in your cellar, and then whenever you want to try them side by side. We're sending this to you
Okay.
to try, like just to
Right.
make sure you don't get mad.
Kind of like a dry run.
Yeah.
Dry what run? run.
Yeah, it'd be a dry run.
Wet run.
But
It's a wet run because it's liquid.
wet products.
Yes.
So whatever came of that, was it like, do you know, like, was it better or worse?
I haven't had anybody talk to me about opening it. I mean, it's the new release too, so I mean, I think they want to wait for a little bit until it settles out.
I mean, it's just a tradition thing at this point, right? Like,
the Australian and like New Zealand people, they're all like really into the screw caps. So like a lot of wines that you get are just crack them open.
But they're also into like selling their bottles and making that's part of their currency or some shit.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
I'll go 25 didgeridoos here. I don't know what their currency is.
Didgeridoo.
I'll go 10 dingoes here. Dingo pressed baby eating mongrels. I'm willing to give away my boomerang. I don't know.
Whenever I hear
we just offended a whole continent.
Yeah, we did.
Whenever I hear somebody talk in that accent, I'm like, they talk funny.
Oh my God! It's gonna be like that episode of The Simpsons all over again.
Yeah,
Where
you didn't know that was like it's like part of their. It's like how they make some of their. So they.
You weren't joking.
No, I'm serious. They collect the bottles and they go turn it in and they get money back, right?
Yeah.
Is the whole country poor?
It may be.
Yeah, because you could do that here,
But not really.
But usually it's the poors.
well, do you know what recycling is?
Have you been to,
For
you're in
coins?
California.
Recycling's for the poor.
Market.
That's why that guy goes around in that trash cart.
Who fucking recycles around here?
I recycle.
You got the cans today, boy? Sorry, sir,
Religiously.
no.
Yeah.
Fort Worth does recycle.
Big fan of the recycling.
According to
line.
John Oliver, like 5% of actual recycling is only going through.
Yeah,
Everything else-
I will say that Fort Worth is very good with their
He talks
recycling
funny, too.
program.
He does, too.
does talk funny.
He's a goddamn what's that, cockatoo in The Lion King, or what's that man, this is
Zazu.
Yeah, Zazu. He's fucking Zazu.
John Oliver's
John
Zazu?
Oliver's Zazu.
Yeah, in Lion King.
Fucking A.
And like the new one?
No, like, well, the
old-
newer one, yes.
newer one?
I'm glad I ate those 2 burritos on my way here. Goddamn.
Why is that, Javier?
Cause this is especially with the
You're
whiskey.
gonna get a little toasty.
Yeah.
Nice and my butt's warm.
Javier's wine has a sidecar, and that sidecar is whiskey. This is what we deal with.
Blackland is my chief.
All right, I got a question for you. Wine cocktails.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
what's
That was
your
a statement.
No, what's your thought on wine cocktails? Like any particular one that you've had that stands out, or
I mean, besides the good old standby spritz, just like sangria, different versions of sangrias, but like a lot of the ones that have been given to me are less sweet than like a white sangria even has gotten presented to me as more of like in the craft world. Like I guess people are trying to put stuff in there that makes it interesting and fun, but they're not like just loaded up with Sprite and or the Sprite cranberry.
Yeah. I was about to
Winter
say that.
spice cranberry. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But it used to be that way, and now I feel like everything's getting more like crafty and it's interesting. I don't like sweet stuff as much, but I do like this a lot.
It's not too sweet. It's sweet, but not overbearing, I don't think. Like,
Right.
I mean, sweet wine is like bag wine. It's like meant to be sweetened for you to get drunk with your Chef Boyardee ravioli. But I mean, this is, it's not
Sarah,
bad.
did you have some of this wine yet?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Okay, taste it and think about the Hugo Spritz in Italy. Doesn't
Hugo,
it taste like the Hugo Spritz?
Hugo Stiglitz?
Like you said that, and that's what immediately, because it was kind of sweet and had some like, it's really good. Now
It's like kind of flowery too. Like this wine too is very floral, like just like the first one. It's like
You like how it got like a hibiscus flavor
Yeah.
almost.
so I had I had to look,
Yes, thank you. I hate saying hibiscus.
I had to
So
look it. I had to
what?
look it up. But I had a cocktail and whenever I was up in Eureka Springs called the Slow Boat to China. And
which
it
I
had,
still feel is extremely racist.
sounds very racist.
Something about that is not okay.
It had Pierre Fernand 1840 cognac. So it was cognac and a float of cab, dark cherry, honey, and clove. That was one of the best drinks I've ever had.
a floater of cab.
Just a floater of cab on it.
Okay. I like that a lot.
With the cognac and the cab and then the dark cherry, the honey, the clove, all just paired really, really well together.
I like that they're using cognac too. It's like a nice little nod.
I'm becoming a fan of cognac.
I love cognac. I've been a fan of cognac for a while.
I had that bottle of Cavassier for a long time, and I've been actually drinking that quite a bit more, and I'd like to start getting into some more of that, like brandy and cognac.
Are you smoking Black and Milds when you're doing that?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you ask? Does that pair well?
It does. It really does.
The fuck, dude?
I'm sorry. I drink Hennessy and ginger ale. That's my drink of choice. It's very delicious.
I want to know whoever came up with the Incredible Hulk.
You know what?
Hennessy and Hypnotic? Come on. Let's
Jesus,
go.
Mary and Joseph. Those were.
I don't feel like that's a good combination.
It's not.
Dude, anything with
It's really
Hypnotic
not.
in it is a good combination.
What was Hypnotic? It
They
was
sell
a
ice
melon
pops.
liqueur, right?
It was a, no, what's the blue? What's the
Passion
blue?
fruit?
It's blue.
It's blue.
What flavor is this? Blue?
No, I think it is passion fruit. I think you nailed it. I think it is passion fruit.
It's not passion fruit.
Because I remember the Parrot Bay passion fruit kind of tasted like it, but it was cheaper back in the day. And so we would get Parrot Bay. Is Parrot Bay even a thing
Yeah, I think
anymore?
Parrot Bay's still
still
a
is.
thing.
Parrot Bay passion fruit and be like, oh, this is almost like Hypnotic, but it's clear. And we were broke. So we would drink that.
It was a it was a
thinking
rite of
about
passage though. You get the Hypnotic, and then we would have it up on the. You finish the bottle, you got to put it up on the shelf.
Yeah, and then you fill it with Gatorade and make it look like it's still full. Like blue Gatorade. That way you look like you still have Hypnotic in the bottle.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was very childish.
And then
of us.
use it in a rap video, because that's what Roy and I did. We had a bottle of Alizé with orange juice in it and a bottle of Hypnotic with blue Gatorade, and we did a rap video.
Trade secrets there. I didn't know. I didn't know that that's what was in the bottle.
Those were already empty. Yeah.
I thought those were actually still in the.
I tricked you. 20 years later.
20
you
years
still-
later, man, pulling the you're pulling the what is it the curtains
The curtain back.
Yeah. Man,
Biggie and Tupac, they both got you into Alizé.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
It's a hell of a
Sega
life.
Genesis. Hey, so like, besides the alcohol talk, what are you watching right now? I really like to know what you're watching.
My wife and I, we started Baby Reindeer.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah!
God, you're so loud.
I think I got a little uncomfortable. Like, it's just an odd show to watch when like life is stressful, and then you're like, oh damn, this girl's like really
It
getting
can
after
make
this
you
dude.
anxious.
And it's just like really awkward. Like the first episode, it's supposed to be that way, but I'm like, I'm getting a lump in my. Then we watched Station 11.
Okay.
We finished that, which was
Oh, that one's
a great
good.
show. That was really good.
I forgot about that one. That was very good.
It was kind of like odd because Station 11 is like not gory, but it has violence in it.
Right.
But it's not like, and I don't even think there's a single sex scene in there, which I was like, nobody's getting naked. No one's getting like,
And we still liked it? What the fuck?
And then my wife flipped from that to Bridgerton, and I'm like, okay, I can't. Well, I'm not watching Bridgerton with her, but
Yeah, no, I can't.
the
I
original
just hear things.
the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre had no actual scenes showing true violence. It was
Just
all,
running?
It was it was all alluded to. Like you'd hear the sound, you'd hear the sounds of the stuff. Yeah, but there was no actual violence.
That's the one with Alex Daddario, right?
What? I know she's got boobs. I know what you're doing, but what show?
I'm just shaking my boob.
I know who she is.
I'm just shaking like what's his name on Along Came Polly. Yeah, no, yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah, no, yeah, her boobies were jiggly in that jiggly shirt.
In what show?
Movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I didn't realize she was
That's a
in
new
that.
one. I'm talking about the original one from like the 70s.
Oh no, I never saw the original
Yeah.
one.
She was in the show on HBO where they're on vacation and White Lotus. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she was in White Lotus.
She is in True Detective. That's the first. That's
Yes.
That was my first
Yes.
remembrance of her in anything, and a hell of a show it was. Huh? What? Yeah, she killed that show.
True Detective was great.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the newer ones?
I haven't seen the newest one. No.
The newest one's Alaska, and that one was pretty good. Like, I like that one quite a bit. The one previous to that,
It was okay.
Meh. Yeah.
The problem was the first one said. Have you seen a True Detective?
I've only seen the first season.
So the first season, you could stop there.
I hear it's the superior season.
It is.
it
Matthew
was.
McConaughey, Woody Harrelson.
They blew it out of the water, and
Yeah.
nothing is going to compare to it.
Tim, can you turn that air on because it's getting kind of toasty?
Yeah, I can.
I don't know. The one with the California one, that one was pretty good too.
Watchmen was good too. Watchmen show was good too.
Yeah, we're just yelling out shows now.
Sorry.
No, I like I need to see the Watchmen show.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. That and Shrinking on Apple TV.
Shrinking, yeah.
Yeah.
We just watched the newest episode right before we came over here.
Did y'all see that on Apple, the Severance show?
Yes.
That one was like wild to me.
They're coming out with the second season here next month, I believe.
There's too much stuff on.
Yeah, there's so many things to watch.
Yeah.
And then there's people that are like, are you watching any of these anime shows? I'm like, I'm not watching any anime.
Do you not watch anime?
My wife does not abide anime. And she's like, can we watch something else? I'm like, yeah.
So you watch, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
What are you watching? What were you watching?
I was trying to just get back into it and just start back with the classic Cowboy Bebop.
So I just watched.
I got it on vinyl.
I watched.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Cowboy. Yeah. I watched that not too long ago. Went through there. Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
Chainsaw Man with the Chainsaw.
That was the last one I watched.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. Lance is trying to get me into Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo is a superior anime with a superior soundtrack.
I mean, it's Cowboy Bebop's creators, right?
But he's got a new show.
It's like shampoo, but with an L in there.
Yeah. Champloo.
Right.
And conditioner.
No, it's conditioner.
Conditioner.
I don't know. That was bad.
They speaking of anime, there's a new one by the creator Shinichiro Watanabe. It's coming out like in February on Adult Swim, but it's kind of supposed to be like there are shows about pharmaceutical companies this year by Mike Judge, which looks very entertaining and very good, and then the other one from the guy who created Cowboy Bebop. Both look good, having to do with it. One gives you a pill where all your diseases are cured, but you only live 3 years, and the other one is like a Mike Judge. It's pretty much Hank Hill as like the bad guy. So it's pretty.
Wait, Mike Judge is making an anime?
No, he's making a cartoon. Another cartoon, but
It's like what?
he's making another cartoon, but the villain looks like Hank Hill, talks like Hank Hill.
Oh shit!
So it's
That's weird.
That's awesome.
but
It's like a fever dream of Bobby.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 2 more wines. We've done 2. Now we've got 2 more. These are gonna be a little bit darker. We've got the one that you brought last time from Alban Vineyards. Alban Vineyards, and it's a Syrah. And then we've got the Las Harris with Eric Wareheim.
Yeah, do the Pinot.
You want to do the Pinot? All right.
What's a Syrah?
It's just the grape. It's
Okay.
but really the most famous kind of area that started growing it was in France.
Okay.
And it was just at like the top of the Rhone River, where the Rhone Valley is kind of carved out of. So it goes like north to south, and this grape was just ended up being the grape that they were like, it's powerful. It grows really well here. They've got like really gnarly, like steep hills that just drop off. So like if you're working the vineyard, everything is like manual harvest, and it's just a grape that has
Wrong
excited
step,
a lot
you
of,
die.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a grape that basically got Psalms to be like, holy shit, this is insane. I've got to show people this, but it does get a little gamey, a little funky.
All right, I poured a lot of that, so there's not very much left.
Anybody wants?
I did bad pour, man.
Ooh.
And someone take the rest of the.
But this is the Las Harris Pinot, so this is.
Which you've had Las Harris, I think.
Yeah. You got me the can.
Okay, that's what it was.
Las Harris natural wines, right? They're all on the whole natural thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Teresa's
That is,
saying something about Yellowware of the Christmas tree donuts by Little Debbie. They have Christmas tree donuts?
Somebody said that Javier needs to eat one in one bite.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, it is, but I'm no one's
hey,
pay pig. I'm no one's pay pig.
one bite.
One bite, you know the rules.
One bite.
right.
No. We're gonna hang on.
Wait, which one of these wines pairs better with something sweet like a cake?
That's a good. That's
Probably
a good question.
This one?
the previous with the rose.
Oh yeah.
Sweet with sweet? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna leave yours in the wrapper?
Actually, that was another
took it
thing.
out.
No, I took mine all. You got just one bite. So we got to put this whole thing in our mouth, right?
Wait, what?
One bite.
He's not even gonna chew.
Hey,
He never
I'm
does.
not a duck.
He just puts it down his gullet.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Whoa! He made that look so easy. Damn, Javier. What'd you do? Just roll your tongue out? Throw it back there?
The throat goes.
throat goat for sure. Damn, Tim's over here still trying to get out of his beard, and you're like, it's in the stomach already.
They don't
It's
call me the
gone.
Cincinnati Club Singer for nothing. I'm just kidding. I don't know where that came from.
You're like
Nice.
that guy that takes the Popeye biscuit and just
Just choking and dying.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, those are a staple. It's not really Christmas unless you have one of these. It's
Yeah.
really true.
Javier did it much better than I did.
I mean, I got a bigger mouth.
We were
Are
all
you
present.
Do you need a lozenge?
It's like it's sticky, right? I feel the like.
Just coats the throat.
Yeah.
It's like dry. The outside's really dry unless you get in and you like tear it up with your tongue, and then it's like almost paper cuts.
Like where
going
you're
down
gonna like inside of your mouth.
Yes, absolutely.
Playing with it.
We'll show
It's
Mikey
like a-
what you were working with. He probably didn't understand.
I've retired from showing my tongue.
No, you haven't.
I've retired.
Come on. Just Mikey, away from the camera.
Away from the camera.
It's so big.
That's how you got it in.
Now you understand.
I let it go, and then it just
rolls it back up.
It's like those old cartoons where they have the window shade, and it goes.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, this does not pair well with the sweet.
No, I wouldn't assume. Yeah. So, what do you think about this one, Mikey? This is the Pinot Noir from Las Jarras.
I mean, this is great. It's really like you can tell all the sugar's gone. There's not really like any sugar left. It smells like a Pinot Noir, which is great. You want like familiarity when you're working with a grape that's really
Right.
popular. It's like you want it to taste like Pinot Noir. But this definitely smells like a brighter, leaner Pinot Noir, which coming from a riper kind of area like California, it's good to know.
Where's Pinot usually from?
Well, if you do it in Burgundy, it's going to be colder in some areas. Might have a little bit like more tart fruit, tart cherry. This one kind of smells tart too, but it's like if you really get into it, there's like a black cherry note that's like really ripe. And that's the evidence. Like it's like we're not in Burgundy.
Right.
Breaking news! I believe we're about to have a gang war in
Oh yeah,
in our
Throwing up gang signs in the audience.
in
for
the
some
audience here. We got some rival.
Too soon. Too soon.
The last one wasn't interesting.
He's got a point. It was not.
So this is. I think these are natural wines. I think Las Jarras are natural wines because it's got a little bit of funk to it, right? Like in the
Well,
smell.
yeah.
It's not like normally I get a little burn tingle in the back of my throat, but
Yeah.
this isn't
All right.
it.
So the whole thing with natural wines versus other commercial wineries. Correct me if I'm wrong. They put something in there to kill the yeast off, right?
Most wines do.
Most wines do.
Yeah, like sulfur or
Yeah.
salt
Yeah.
If
something.
you inoculate with, well, you actually do it with other yeasts. So if you have like a commercial yeast, you like take over because it's almost like an army in a way. Like if the native yeasts start out small when you first go to the winery, they can get bigger as it goes on if you just leave it alone. But then if you put the commercial yeast in early, then you're overloading it, and they're like, we're gonna kill off whatever else is in there because we're gonna take all the food. So yeah.
Versus their natural wines using natural yeast or they're not using sulfates or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you leave wine alone, it will ferment. Like you
Right, yeah.
have that little like whitish look to the grape skins. It's like there's already something growing on the outside that's like, I want those sugars, I want all that goodness in there, and then once you press, it'll get in there.
'Cause, I mean, it's kind of like with beer. I mean, you could naturally ferment beer if you wanted
you
to.
just leave it
or-
open.
Yeah.
The same thing
Yeah.
as making sourdough bread. It's the same thing. There's yeast and bacteria in the air, and just let it do its thing.
You can get some funk, but if you keep everything nice and clean, and then if your yeasts are like producing desirable flavors, because there's a bunch of different
Right.
yeasts that are around, if you find that the dominant one is like desirable, then you can just say, hey, we'll leave this alone. If it's not desirable and it's going to produce that barnyard funky,
He's trying to get that mic up near your face.
oh yeah.
Because I mean, when we were messing with beer, we had some stuff that we were using some of the funkier yeasts out there, and then we ended up with some like basically like I mean, it straight up tasted like malt vinegar.
Yeah, but then a lot of like the funky yeast, like Brettanomyces and some of the bacteria stuff, it eats up more sugar than like a normal commercial, which could be why like this one's. You mentioned like the sugar's all gone. I'm wondering if that's part of it, right? Like it's just kind of eating up everything that's in there. But yeah. I don't know.
You do increase the alcohol too, like when you do that, but it depends. You know, you have to balance everything out. So if you pick at the right time, when the available sugars that are in there, like at a certain level, you will only achieve a certain amount of alcohol once the fermentation's done. So like you have to watch everything, and they have people testing in the vineyards. I'm sure Las Harris has a lot of good people that are like testing things and making sure they're monitoring, because if you get a funky natural wine, it smells like poop.
You don't want a poopy wine, do you?
Yeah. Nobody wants a poopy wine.
Or like straight up stepped in a cow pie in a barnyard, and you're like, nice.
Yeah,
this is exactly what I want my wine to be.
But I'm sure if you go to someone that thinks they know wine, they're like, yes, I can taste the sulfur.
Sometimes some barnyard is fine though, like some of that that horse pasture, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Like it adds something to it. Really? But if it's all it is, then yeah, it's shit. It's shit.
Speaking of some of those wines that are from the Rhone with Syrah and stuff, that one's from California, but the Syrahs that come out of the Rhone are really cool, and some of them are funky. Some of them you have to like wait for them. Once you open them, just take like 30 minutes, just pop the cork off of it and let that blow off. Some of them decant it, you know, like make sure you get all that stuff off. But there's a threshold, right? It's like if you open it and it smells really funky, and then you decant it and there's nothing happening,
it's still
and you
funky.
wait and it's nothing happening. Somebody just made a funky wine. Yeah, you found it.
Is there a way to speed up that process? I mean, I've seen people talk about like wine aerators or whatever, and trying to.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing to do?
I've used the whole spinny thing before, and it worked. It aerated quickly.
Well, I'm sure it would.
Yeah, I mean, some people say the blender. I mean, but
the blender.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some crazy stuff. Like
I think it's too much. It's my.
What if we got a carb stone and just put it in there and add oxygen like we did with our beer?
Yeah, right.
Hey, in the group chat, what's his favorite appellation in Texas?
Oh.
What's appellation?
Appellation. That's like basically like we're in Texas, but there's like the Texas High Plains is I think one of my favorite appellations, but that's like the place that
to piney woods and everything else, right? But they get a lot of stuff I know that came out of like Fredericksburg, the hill country, and wine. You want that kind of harsher climate, soil, right, to develop the skins,
thicker
the tannins, all that, right? I mean, I've had some good stuff that I don't know enough about wine to really know if it's good or not, but I've had some great stuff out of just the hill country in general.
Yeah, like wine's funny about that, because if it tastes good, that's all the proof that you need.
Yeah.
But like it's expensive to start a vineyard. It's expensive to, have a winery. Like a facility is like, some people, what they end up doing is they basically buy the space, and they say, hey, I'm going to schedule my time to come in to this winemaking facility, and I've got all these toys at my disposal, but they don't own them. They come in and they start the press, they get the grapes in baskets, and they're like, all right, I'm here to make my wine, and then GTFO, which is
it's like that wine.
crazy.
There was a winery in Lake Worth at one point.
No, by movie grill or whatever.
Yeah, there was a winery. I don't know where.
Intervino.
What?
Intervino.
Okay,
Yeah,
are you saying that because you like the place, or someone that
I
works there?
used to go there all the freaking
He's like,
time.
I'm into
I knew the lady
vino.
that owned
Okay.
it.
I thought that was the worst wine of all time. That's why I asked. And I love you.
Like they had some good stuff, but it wasn't like high quality stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like it was doable, but
Some of it was vinegar, though. Like some of it was just straight up vinegar.
well, I mean,
weird
some people like
combination
that.
too.
I guess. Do they though? Do people like wine vinegar?
Dude, the vinegar's made up.
But like that you're not cooking with.
Oh,
Or you
okay,
just
yeah,
straight
I
up
got
drink
you. Okay.
wine vinegar.
No, probably not.
Teresa says vineyards are different than wineries.
Yes, yeah. I don't understand what the
vineyards are where they grow the grapes.
Correct.
Vineyard or wineries are where they process,
make the wine.
wine.
So I could just get grapes from wherever and make wine and call it a winery.
It's kind of like TX Distillery. Like that's what they did for the first handful of years. Is like whiskey takes so much time to be able to like age in barrels, and so what they did was they would take whiskey from all over the place, blend it, and then sell it as their own because they were able to blend it.
Are they buying from one of the MG whatever?
MGP?
Yeah, I wonder if they were buying from them.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't either.
But it took them 5-7 years, whatever, until they started making like the bourbon and all the other stuff, because you got to make some kind of profit before you're able to actually create what you're spending time doing it, because then you're just wasting money.
Well, they're definitely making it now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you been there?
Yes.
To
the thing is massive.
The grains all cooking down,
and that still that goes like 2 stories tall. Yeah, it's a beautiful facility.
Yeah. I feel like if we jump on like the whiskey side of stuff, so Frey Ranch. I don't know if you ever had any of their stuff.
I haven't yet.
So it's all farm. Like literally, they grow the grain, they process it there, they distill it there, and they bottle it there. It's all done in one spot. I feel like that's like the equivalent of like a vineyard, right? They do everything. They've got all the stuff. They do it all right there, right?
Yeah, that's a really good process to get through. I mean, it's hard work, but I mean, obviously, they sound like they're getting a good following.
It's gotta be expensive. Like to do everything that would have to be.
How would you compare that to the other bourbons that you've tried?
It's honestly not my favorite. I mean, I tend to be more of a.
It's a good sell, Tim.
It's
Real
good.
sell.
It's good. It's good.
It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite. It is good. I bought it because I wanted to try this whole farm to bottle mindset, and it's good for what it is. But I prefer. I like a lot of stuff out of Wild Turkey. Russell. I'm big into I like Russell Reserve. And Wild Turkey Rare Breed are probably my 2 favorites right now. A little bit sweeter, a little bit higher proof, a little bit hotter. I tend to go for a higher proof bourbon. The Jack Daniel's single barrel strength. That's probably one of my other favorites. It just has like I don't know.
So Saturday we all went to this Fort Worth Abroad had this big event, right? And I was able to like do the MC thing, but it was all to raise money towards. Sorry, there's a point to this.
Yeah, I got you. No, you're good. Yeah.
So Tim and Javier came. Sarish, my parents came. It was awesome. It was like a music event, but they had like this. What do you call it? Silent auction.
Silent auction, yeah.
In order to like raise some money for the scholarship, so these kids can go and travel abroad.
Chad stole.
How much did your
Chad
ass
stole from someone?
How much your ass make? I know you were auctioning that off.
I auctioned that
sweet piece of ass.
No,
Sweet version ass.
I actually won 2 things in the silent auction.
No.
I did, but one of them I got the Yellowstone bourbon.
You're
and
not supposed to. You're not supposed to guess the price. It's
you're supposed to bid the highest, not guess the price. Yeah. What was that on?
The Office.
The Office.
Yeah, that's right. So I got a bottle of the Yellowstone bourbon, but I'm gonna have to bring that in here so we can try it out.
I've got a bottle of Yellowstone.
Do you?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. Okay. I've got a bottle of Yellowstone. I think it was I want to say that one was a Goody. Goody's Liquor store pick.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Okay.
It has a lot more oak. I think Fry Ranch has a little bit more oaky flavor.
They had Blanton's up for sale too, or up for bid, auction, whatever. Yeah. It was a little too rich for my blood.
Blanton's is good too. I mean, I've tasted Blanton's. Blanton's is good.
Before COVID, I was shooting Blanton's
into your veins. Jesus, dude, that wasn't Blanton's. Well, I hate to be the one to tell you.
You're a drug addict.
I had a problem.
Pre-COVID,
it was terrible.
Pre-COVID, you could get that stuff. I mean, it was. It was allocated, but it wasn't allocated.
Right.
It was easy to get.
Blanton's was easy, yeah.
Because that was when I was working at Grace, and oh Lord, it was bad.
I wouldn't be. I don't think I'd be shooting Blanton's.
Yeah.
In your veins?
I would if I worked at Grace.
It'd be for special occasions.
At this point, it's for special occasions now.
Yeah.
But what is Buffalo Trace? Just regular Buffalo Trace bourbon is getting harder to get.
Yeah, it is. Anything from that distillery is getting.
And it's funny, like
difficult.
people will buy Buffalo Trace. They're like, "Oh man, I got a bottle of Buffalo Trace," and they spent like $50 or $60 on it. And I'm like, man, I ain't spending no more than 30. Yeah. If I can find it for $30, then cool. If it's above that, I'm not.
Really?
I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth that. It's not worth the hype.
I gotta get back on the turkey.
It's good,
dude. I just drink Jim Beam.
Wild Turkey
Jim Beam.
Yeah. Wild Turkey 101. Wild Turkey 101's great.
Is this a class you're taking?
Yeah, it's a great it's a great whiskey. I think and it's cheap for the most part. There is an Old Fitzgerald. I think is one that's pretty cheap, and then I like Old Granddad. Old Granddad.
You act like an old granddad, so that actually makes sense.
Old Granddad's pretty good too. I've got a bottle of that over there.
Mash.
Yeah.
Mikey, so you are a sommelier, and you've worked some amazing places, like some high-end restaurants and bars and things like that. So let me ask you, so in your career thus far, because you're a young guy that has these capabilities, these powers that most people don't have, Have you ever had someone just shit all over you? Or what is the weirdest situation you've had from someone?
That's highly personal.
No, listen. I'm asking like some old asshole.
Mikey, sexually, have you ever had someone shit all over you?
What's that called? Cleveland Steamer?
Cleveland Steamer. No, have you ever had an issue where someone's like, you're young, you don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, bitch, I know everything about wine.
Let me ask you, are you in water sports or what?
No, is that not from Cleveland too?
It might be.
Okay. It's the Cleveland shower.
Man, Cleveland's fucked, I think. Yeah.
They got nothing else to do. Just got to come up with weird shit.
Well, okay, so story time, I guess. No, I haven't. I haven't stood up to somebody that's been like, you're a fucking piece of shit and like, who cares about wine?
Right.
I would probably respond to that and be like, let's get shots then. Like, we pour you some spirit.
So you're a salesman at heart. Yeah. Okay. A people pleaser.
But there was some really interesting things. Well, the Bowie House thing was really funny after they opened. We had some really good guests come in and some really bad guests, and zero security.
Oh, no.
So the security guy, I don't know if he still works there, but he is a very good-looking, very slim Mexican man.
Yeah.
And he's gorgeous. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Not a bouncer. Like,
a pretty boy, not a bouncer.
The last person you would think to be a bouncer.
Okay.
This guy comes in, he's getting wasted, and we see him. He seems to be just leaning on the bar. Before Bowie House got bar stools up on the bar, because there's limited space, and there's a big glass mirror in the center, so you're not going to put bar stools in front of there. So there's only 8 seats. But before that, this guy was like leaning up on the bar. He's in like a suit jacket, so I'm like, okay, like this he's getting a little toasty. We're getting close to the end of the night. Okay. Let him have his drink. Philippe Armenta comes in, his wife, and this guy starts talking some noise.
No.
And
does he know that it's him though?
No, I don't think he knew, because he was just like asking Philippe's wife allegedly if she was a nasty woman.
No.
And he was like, okay, dude, like let's just calm down. I'll let this go. Just let me buy you a drink. And the guy was like, fuck you, out of the blue. After a generous, nice offer, being nice, calm, and then I think the wife was like, no, don't buy him a fucking drink. And the guy just like shoves the dude, like shoves Philippe Armenta, shoves his wife. And I was like, oh my God. Then the managers that are coming in the mix are getting shoved too. And then this little cute Mexican he's from the front desk.
Stop it!
He's like, no. He's like getting in the mix, and he's getting shoved. And then I go in the mix too, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't want anyone to like start swinging.
Right.
And so I get in front of the guy, just arms wide open.
Creed's in this bitch.
And then so I was like, dude, it's not worth it. Let's just like walk this way to the front.
And now we're going to a different band. Walk this way. Okay.
And then he like is walking with me, and I'm like, okay, I think this is over. And he's getting escorted by this cute little Mexican guy around one of the pillars. And I'm like, is everyone okay? I turn around, and the guy's coming back, and I'm like, oh, no. And so he was like ready to swing. He was like, don't get in my way, boy. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to still get in your way. We're still going to walk towards the front door. And I was just waiting to get hit in the face, because I'm just standing there like this, like, this dude could just clock me, and maybe. No, he didn't.
You didn't have any, like, you've become this very strong man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't have any,
beefcake.
you didn't think that I'm going to knock this motherfucker out here in a second? Like, none of that came to you?
No, I was like, maybe I need a couple days off. This was like 2.5 weeks before after we opened.
Yeah.
And we were just getting crushed, and I was like, I need some days off.
Yeah,
I was like,
for sure.
Just do one good one. I was even ready to flop, just to be like,
We paid vacation.
yeah. And then they got a security guy, and all of that went away. And like
a real security guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
A guy with he had a little gun on his side. He didn't scare anybody. He was just kind of hanging out, and of course, nothing happened. And they were like, "What are we paying this dude for?"
Yeah.
I'm like, when he's here.
Right.
Nothing happens.
But it was that one,
Stop it!
When he's
that
not
one
here.
event, it took that one time.
God, I mean, if you would have taken that punch, though, Felipe would have owed you a couple dinners.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was always so nice when he came in, and just so generous. But like at the same time, I was like, I don't want anyone to like approach you now because I'm scared.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me get your drinks from the bar.
Yeah, no kidding.
So Sarish and I went to F1 Smokehouse for the first time. We went. Have you been to F1 Smokehouse?
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Ethan. He just got engaged, didn't
Oh yeah, that was like today. Shout out to Ethan.
he? Shout out to you, buddy.
Shout out.
Great guy. So went to F1 Smokehouse and did not realize. So Philippe's one of those guys, right, for F1 Smokehouse. Yeah. And then the other guy, which I forget his name, but
The guy from Hell's or
with the big glasses.
Yeah,
Graham Elliott.
Right.
Graham Elliott. Yeah.
So I didn't know this, right? Like I just want to check out F1 Smokehouse. I've been wanting to try it out for a while. Sarish knew, of course. And so we're sitting there with my parents and talking and eating. And she's telling us about the guys and how they have all these different restaurants. Ethan came up and he was telling us about all the restaurants and stuff. And then at one point we turn around and both of them are sitting at the bar at F1 Smokehouse. We're like the only ones in there because it's still pretty early for brunch. And we're talking about them and they're probably like, these motherfuckers don't even know we're sitting right here at the bar. Both of them are right there. But yeah, definitely I would check out F1 Smokehouse if you haven't. It's amazing.
That's great.
It's like a John Bonnell whenever we're at Bonnell's and he just came up to me and Tammy. He's like, you guys enjoying your food? Like it? It's good? Like, yes, sir.
Thanks,
yes.
very sweet older
You're
man.
such a great guy. Thank you. Like, we knew who he was,
Oh,
but
yeah.
because it's John Bonnell.
John Bonnell is probably one. I feel like one of the nicest chefs.
Yes.
In the DFW area.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just the amount of stuff that he wants to do for people. During the whole COVID thing, he was putting out those family dinners for people you can't get groceries or whatever. I'm gonna do a cheap dinner for 4 or whatever, and here you go. And he had people lined up around the building, which kept his staff somewhat employed, and it's just a good overall dude.
Did like family meal.
Yeah.
He still does them, right?
He still does family meals. Huh?
I like someone that can put out some good gourmet food and has like a very nice upscale restaurant, but then also has some of the best pizza and wings that you can get in the city, in the
Bros,
state.
baby.
You know what I mean? Like Buffalo Bros. Come on. And then John's Grill. Have you ever been to John's Grill?
I haven't been to John's Grill yet.
Fuck, it's so good. So he can do this upscale shit. He can do this medium, like still, $15, $20 burgers or whatever, but it's delicious. And then you still have Buffalo Bros, and he's killing all of them. I love it.
I need to go to John's Grill.
So the problem,
great.
Jesse had never had Buffalo Bros, so I just did Uber Eats and had him, had it delivered to the house, and they got a slice of pepperoni pizza and some wings. They have that combo or whatever. She loved the wings. She's not a fan of the pepperoni pizza because she doesn't really like the pepperoni cup pepperonis.
Yeah, the ones that hold the grease in.
Yeah.
Ugh,
So I'm a
good.
fan of the cup pepperonis.
Me too.
That's my preference, but whatever. It's not for everybody.
Here's a little Buffalo Bros hack for you that Sarish put me on.
Okay.
On Thursday nights, they have a enchilada pizza, and it is out of this fucking world. It is an enchilada pizza. It's like this. It's like a green chili chicken type enchilada situation, and then you get a cup of instead of ranch, you get extra green sauce on the side, and you just dip your pizza in the green sauce. Dude, one of the best pizzas I've ever had. And we didn't realize it was a Thursday thing. And so we went back a couple times. We're like, oh, we don't have it tonight. And then we finally realized it's a Thursday thing, but well worth it. You got to check it out.
Enchilada pizza.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday nights, go to Buffalo Bros.
Yes, sir.
Enchilada pizza.
All right, we got to finish this one because we got one.
Yeah, we got one more beer. I want to give everybody a little sneak peek. The audience won't hear this, but I'm going to play a little bit one of our other songs.
Coming down the chimney, reeking like a bar. Drank the eggnog, spiked the rum. Now he's passed out in the car. Rudolph's in the alley with a blunt between his hooves. Sleigh on E, elves on strike. Nobody's making moves. Mrs. Claus on OnlyFans, cashing in on pics. Got that red velvet robe, yeah, she knows all the tricks. Frosty's in a snowbank face down in the street. Cause you know that cold powder ain't the kind you wanna eat. Deck the halls with bad decisions, light it up with failed ambitions, tinsel flames and shattered dreams. Christmas ain't as calm as it seems, one more gift I can't afford. Credit scores a total war. Santa save me from this mess or shove that coal where the sun don't rest. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, yeah, that's a little sneak peek there.
So I was telling Tim, like, Seth MacFarlane's going to get a hold of this.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
And he's going to, like, just sing. He's going to say, can I buy this from y'all and just have it in the chamber for next Christmas?
I feel like this is our get rich quick scheme.
I don't know. It could be.
It could be.
It's going to be like, it's got to be $1 million and guest spots on Family Guy.
So I want to ask, have y'all looked up your poop song?
Poop song? No.
Excuse me?
Your poop song? No? Nobody? Okay.
Does anyone know what Tim's talking about?
Y'all talk for a second. I'm going to bring up. So there's a guy who actually he was a musician, but then he decided he was going to start making these songs.
Yeah.
And it's your name and poop, and it's all over. Yeah. And so he's made money off of this. It's the most ridiculous thing. So I'm gonna find that and pull it up. I'm gonna pull up our poop songs and
okay,
we'll rate them.
The other preview, though, still sounded like the lead singer from Panic at the Disco. In certain parts when, like, the vibrato is, like, about to hit. I'm like,
dude, the thing about that song is it's got, like, it's not just the music and the lyrics. It's, like, the talking in between. You know what I mean? It's like the cops come in and he's like... It was self-defense. You know, like it's so bizarre that AI came up with like not only the song part, but it's the conversation that comes in between, the verse and the chorus, whatever. It's crazy.
All right, I got Chad's poop song pulled up.
Oh, great. Let's start with me. That sounds great.
Chad poop. Chad poop. Chad.
Sounds punk.
Poop, poop, poop. Chad.
Yeah.
Poop.
So it's 1 minute.
Listen,
1 minute.
are they all the same? Is the next one Tim?
Hang on.
Poops.
Well, no, it's different.
Tim.
See, this man he's put some time into it. He's
so essentially this guy's made a
Hamilton
business off of what the people do with keychains at the gas station.
So I've got Tim. I can do
done.
Tim and Timothy.
Oh wow!
Like you could do. I could do one for Robert too.
Okay. What about Chadwick? It's not my name.
Tim.
Poops.
Poop.
Oh, that's
This is a variation.
emotional.
Yeah.
Tim.
Do you cry when you poop, my dude?
Bon Iver could never. Good Lord. Lord Huron, get out of the way. There's a new man in town.
So emotional.
I know.
Like his dog just got ran over and he's had to take a...
Poop. Mikey, poop.
Oh, nice.
Mikey, poop.
Ooh.
Mikey,
bass.
poop. Mikey, poop.
That sounds like one of those like old cartoons where it's like 55. You remember like the old cartoons back in the day? That's what it sounded like to me.
So this dude has straight up just made like a...
Okay, now do me. See if my name pops up.
It does,
it's
actually.
Xavier.
Does it really?
So do you want Javier or do you want Javi?
Javier.
Oh, wow.
JB.
Oh my God! If
I
it's
hope it is.
mariachi.
I swear.
Javier, poop.
Okay.
Javier, poop.
Kind of stripped down.
Yeah.
Javier, poop.
This sounds like explosions in the sky with the soundtrack of Friday Night Lights.
Javi, poop.
He's like,
Javi, poop.
Okay, $30 says that they don't have a Sarah's
Good
poops.
Lord. It's like literally, it sounds like he's over the bowl and he's pooping and he's just with one hand.
I'll see if I can find it.
$30 says they don't have a Sarah's poops. Maybe Sarah's doesn't poop. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Hey, Kim Jong-un doesn't poop.
Not possible.
Everybody poops, my dude.
Nobody.
Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poop, 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 poop.
All right, so what do we think about the Syrah?
I haven't had it yet.
Cheers.
I haven't either.
I did, because I was so excited about it.
Oh, it smells so good.
They do not have a Sarish poop. They have the Chris poop song.
Sorry,
and then
babe,
they
you
have
don't
the
exist.
Harish poop song.
What?
But no Harish.
That's close enough.
Okay.
That's a lot of the same letters.
Harish, harish. Poop, poop.
That's a
Harish,
rose.
harish, harish. Poop, 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 poop.
That's about as close as we're going to get, I think.
I'm actually upset about this. I'm going to write him a strongly worded letter, and you missed a whole person. I don't think they'll have a Jordan spelled the way
Jordan
spells her name.
Whenever I'm texting,
they do have a Lance,
Obviously.
and they have a Jared. Of
course.
I've looked them all up.
So whenever I'm texting Jordan and I'm on my way back from like work or something, I'm always texting through like Apple CarPlay or whatever. I have to say text Jordan or it'll say the same back to me. You've got a text from Jordan, and if I don't say it, then I don't know who it's going to text. I probably have other
Jordan in your
Jordans.
phone?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
I'm getting strong barbecue odors.
Yes.
Odors?
Like the barbecue wine.
Odors.
It's the
I mean, tell me this doesn't smell like barbecue.
Syrah smoky. That's what the people say.
Yeah, I can get the smokiness from it. Oh, it smells so good.
That's barbecue. It's
Very
straight up
peppery.
barbecue.
Yeah. Syrah, they say, is peppery like black pepper.
I bet this would pair well with a brisket.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mikey, what are you and the girlfriend? You and the wife, what do y'all like doing like on your days
We
off?
can't ask that on this show.
Yes, I can.
No.
That's getting weird.
It's getting weird. Yeah.
He's had some wine.
We got a foreplay song in the album.
I think a lot of times we're going to restaurants, like local places, the usual haunts of, including the usual. They just had their anniversary. We like to hit up the Holly.
Okay.
Oh, Holly's great.
Boca is a new favorite.
Where is that?
For sure.
That's the new. Oh no, we went. Yeah, we went over there before they were doing BYOB.
Okay, stop talking. Where is this?
Sorry.
What is this?
Boca is off of South Main, but it's in an alleyway, like close to
The yogurt place or the
pie place.
Emporium Pies.
Emporium Pies.
It's a wine joint.
No, it's a Italian
food.
restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's like you have to go in, take a left, and it's right there. There's a little bar out there. Which have they since? I think we went like opening weekend.
They're building everything up now, now they've got like a small wine list, wines by the glass. It's good.
Is that how Mom's Spaghetti is, where it was in like the alley?
Yeah.
In the alleyway.
Yeah, in Detroit.
Detroit.
Their appetizers are very delicious.
Mom's Spaghetti?
Yeah.
Boca.
No. Boca. Not Mom's Spaghetti.
Dude. You haven't lived until you haven't had a spaghetti sandwich from Mom's Spaghetti.
Anytime I hear Boca, I think of, what is it, Boca de Bipo?
Boca de Beppa.
Boca de Beppa?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Where the chef's table's in the kitchen.
Yeah, I've had wine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm drunk.
A little Chianti.
I don't have to go very far. Just gonna wander my way back into the house.
Yeah.
That's good.
So have you stayed at Bowie House? Have you like stayed at one of the rooms?
Yeah.
One of the like $500 a night rooms?
6.
$6.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, dude, that place is expensive. We were like, ooh, because it's like right where Ginger Man was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
They
like,
flattened it.
ooh, yeah.
Which upsets me, actually. That's why I'm never going to go to Bowie House.
They should have built Ginger Man around, or they should have put
Bowie House
Ginger
around
Man, Bowie House around Ginger Man.
I miss Ginger Man.
Me too.
That's not how businesses work, though, my dude. Like,
They dug a hole. Not only did they flatten it,
Yeah, they
the
dug a
parking,
hole.
The parking garage is actually
yeah.
down below.
I've got a video somewhere of
Chase throwing up at a.
no, you getting the shit slapped out of you by Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was a slap bet night.
Yeah.
Remember slap bets?
Yeah.
We used to do slap bets. Remember
Mikey,
how I met your
Mikey,
mother?
are you aware of what a slap bet is?
I don't remember, no.
Okay,
No.
so back before your time, we had something called a slap bet where you were so confident about something that you would say, I slap bet, like I'm confident in this one thing, right?
It was a gentleman's agreement.
It was basically a gentleman's agreement. And if you lost, whoever lost,
Huzzah!
there's always one loser, right? Because it's a bet, right? So the loser has to get slapped by the other person. And it's got to be kind of like this agreed upon. It's not like this surprise slap in the middle of nowhere. I don't think it was ever a surprise.
it was never. We never
no,
did
but it
that.
was like at your choosing. Like you could be like, okay, tonight I'm going to slap you.
Yeah.
Like I've had
we're
a
gonna do
rough
this
day, and your face is about to feel this shit.
On the pod, we actually had a slap bet, and the slap what we did live. On
Yeah, we did.
camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You slapped me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this was almost that was 4.5
4.
years ago.
You're right. Oh
was
my
early.
god, it was early Funky Panther days.
We're about to be 5 years old as the
5 years old.
Are we really?
Is that Cancer Tongue? Is that Cancer Tongue coming out?
That's 4 glasses of wine and a shot of whiskey. Cancer tongue.
5 years old.
In a
My
mini
name's
tongue.
Sylvester the Cat, and this is how I talk.
I turned to Sylvester Stallone cat. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, we're almost 5 years old as a podcast come February.
January.
January?
We're
January
like
21st.
we're halfway to
You're right.
the Jimmy Jones Jerry Jonestown Massacre. I
Well-
think they're 10 years. Yeah, I think they're about 10 years in.
But that's how time works, though.
Yeah,
the
yeah, we're
closer
halfway
we
there.
get, the
Halfway there.
further they get away.
Anyway, slap bets, we always recorded them. They were always on camera. The craziest one, our buddy Zeus, like slapped the shit out of Mike the Bike. He had to have people like behind him to catch him.
Yeah, they
It
did
was
catch him.
I got video. I had to like cut like the part where he got slapped because there was like maybe 5 minutes of talking and like 10 seconds of slapping, and then Zeus.
And he's
going
got
and
such
caressing.
a strong jaw,
He's got-
too.
He does. Mike the Bike does. He's got like a Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yeah.
He's
jaw.
got a
It's the
powerful jaw,
manliest
and he
jaw
man,
of all time.
Yeah.
He just laughs as you slap him hard.
No. It nearly destroyed
He's
him.
still a little baby, but like that jaw will slap back.
It's like a Quagmire jaw almost.
It is exactly like a Quagmire jaw.
Yeah.
Just not as
Except
not
he's
as
not a
pronounced.
giggity for sure.
Not as pronounced.
Unless you get him really drunk.
All right, so other than barbecue, what else would we eat with this delicious wine? This is really fucking good.
It's really good.
You could go like super crazy braised meat dish. Like, I mean, boeuf bourguignon, bottle of wine going into braised beef,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes. I mean, it's
Yeah.
wintertime. It's like time to have heavy stuff. So it's like this.
I would
wine
eat this.
be
I would
great
drink
for
this
that.
with a shepherd's pie.
I would also eat this with the chef.
I'm sorry. On the group chat, the real question is if he knows what gay chicken is. Everyone knows what gay chicken is.
Gay chicken.
We used to play gay chicken all the time.
We still play
Yeah,
gay
will
chicken.
you keys? Well, you act like you're gonna keys.
When you're about to keys,
No, neither.
I'm pretty
Hug,
sure that me
keys,
and Mikey
keys.
played gay chicken the night before Thanksgiving, just a little bit.
Just a little.
Next thing you know,
I hadn't
you're
seen you
moved
in
in
so
together,
long,
and
like,
no one's
hey.
claimed chicken yet.
that's right. Oh, yeah, I've seen that video. Oh, Christ.
You're getting married
almighty.
and you still haven't called it yet.
Look, there are times where Tammy like thinks one day I'm just going to be like, "Hey, I'm gay. I'm sorry."
We all think that though,
Yeah.
right? Like, can I be real? I think that we all think.
I don't
that.
think it's ever gonna be an "I'm gay, I'm sorry." I think it's just gonna be like, "Hey,
Look, I find men attractive. I think there are handsome men out there.
we're well aware.
Cute
yeah.
Mexican security man.
I know. I wish that was my first thought. Is like, do you have the guy's name? Because Javier might want to like figure out if he's got a new friend or
There
not.
was a guy I met that went to the shop, and I shit you not, I called Tammy, and I was like, "I just met the most amazing man."
I think I'm leaving you.
And then she's like, "Oh God, here it is."
well, you wonder why Tammy thinks that. It's
Look,
things
man,
like that.
there's like handsome men out there, and I've always said that if like look, I think I said that about these. I said if sucking dick tastes like this, then I would totally like suck dick.
So you're equating being gay to a
Pastries.
Yes.
a
That's
Christmas
long distance.
Little Debbie cake.
Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? I think someone was like, "Hey, for 50 grand, would you suck a fuck yeah, I'd suck a dick." 50 grand? Fuck yeah. 50 grand is a lot of money.
Dude,
Hey, let's
20
bump this
grand.
down. Let's say $20.
Fuck you.
no,
Hey, look, this mouth is a valuable mouth.
hang on. Let's take it down a little bit. 10 grand.
Why everybody's just got really.
We're trying to see how far we
I
can
want
go
to
here.
see how low
No,
we can
I
get.
think 50 grand is the lowest.
No,
Unless they said bungalow seats for ACL.
So if someone
probably.
walked up to you and said 20 grand right now, 20 grand.
Do I got to swallow?
Is it to completion?
I have to.
Is this to completion?
Is this to completion or just got to, lick the tip. And
well, no, I mean anybody can just
slap the nuts a little and give it a little tingle.
Just hold it for a minute.
Slap the nuts. You know, you're slapping the bag of wine.
Anybody can just hold it for a minute.
Listen, we have a guest on the show, and we're talking about slapping dicks and flicking balls and stuff.
This is hilarious.
There's always there's a everybody's got a price.
Look, Mikey knows what he came into. He came into this.
Onto. I came onto the
He is the one that put us on Cumtown. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. And we're playing Soggy Biscuit.
You always see those. You see those like pictures and stuff like those memes where it's like 10 grand. Would you slap one of your coworkers?
How many?
Dude, I would do it for like $100, man. There's like a bunch of coworkers I could put up on there.
I can't do that because my daddy's my dad's my boss.
Oh, poor baby. All right, so we have not had enough crowd participation this episode, and we have got a whole fucking audience in this bitch. So let's talk about Christmas for a moment because we are coming up to the end of the show.
And the year coming to an end.
So let's start with Jay. Jay, what are you most proud of from this year? And then what are you the most excited for 2025?
I'm proud that I'm still alive.
Hey, cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Hey.
I'll drink to that.
I am most excited for all of the adventures of next year.
Ooh. Yeah, Miss Carnival Queen over here, like, is going to get us all on the cruise ship,
Yeah.
I think. So
We're going all cruising.
It's about time. Javier and I went on a cruise 11 years ago.
12 years
like,
ago.
we got to get a friend group. And we've always had issues getting people on a cruise. And, like, I think that you are going to make this happen.
Here's what
I am.
I want to plug. I'm going to plug our friend here for a second. If you need a cruise, you contact us. We will put you in touch with her, and she'll set you up with the cruise of your dreams.
We get commission.
We won't. We don't get commission, but we're going to get her commission.
You don't get shit.
We're going to make sure she's successful.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I'll supply you guys with treats.
Yeah, so hit us up if you need connections for your cruise needs on Carnival. I will say that everybody talks shit about Carnival, but I've had nothing but good times on Carnival.
It's been my favorite. It's been my favorite. Like, whenever I went to Alaska and I did Princess, that was great, but it was a whole different experience. Carnival is a party. It is always fun. It's a good time, and they have the best destinations, I feel like.
Yeah. Yes.
And they got pizza all night.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
That is what I'm most excited about going. A 24-hour pizza.
Guys,
when I heard that, I was like, yeah.
Guys
Pizza and burgers.
That would be a lot.
Guys burgers and the pizza. Okay.
And the Red Frog Towers of Beer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Red Frog was...
They actually have breweries on some of the cruise ships, and it's like Red Frog Pub.
For me to go on a ship.
No, we're going to go.
I've been required to do it.
We're going to go. We're going to get you on one. It'll be a good time.
But 24-hour pizza.
Enlisted.
24-hour pizza and guys.
Dude, guys?
And
Like
dudes.
a boat full of men? Oh, man.
I thought we were talking about Guy Fieri, but apparently we're just talking about dudes. Yeah, all right, gotcha.
24-hour pizza and Guy Fieri. You got to put the Fieri.
And there's a Shack chicken place now.
Oh,
yeah.
Sold.
It's me, Chad, the big Shack. I'm a shitty free
Is there
thrower.
really?
Yeah.
Dude.
He's had the commercials. Shack has the Carnival commercials.
Have you had their chicken yet?
Yeah, there is.
No,
Yeah.
there's one in North Fort Worth.
It's good. Go try it.
Tarrant, off of, like, Tarrant.
It is good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and the Guy Fieri burgers or whatever, like they put like bacon in the meat, and it is a good spot. It's delicious.
Oh, it's
All right, next up,
Jared.
What are you most proud of?
I'm really drunk. I can't hear you.
Most proud of 2024 and most excited for 2025? Newly non-single man.
Hooray!
Wait a second.
Newly family man.
New family man.
Jared's also turning 40 soon.
Oh, yeah, in about a week.
I know. I don't know. Like, it's a lot's changed recently, like in the past few months. So I'm not even in the same place I was. So it's pretty crazy for that. And like, it's just, I'm really having fun doing it. So
Hell yeah,
I really
man.
like that kind of family life. And I got like a little starter kit, I guess, or whatever.
Starter family kit?
Yeah, she has a 9-year-old daughter, so I've had to become like a stepdad kind of role, and I'm just like, this is kind of fun. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
And she's, dude, really? I like hang out with a 9-year-old girl?
Okay,
hold on.
this is a podcast.
No.
This is actually going to air live. Don't go
Terrible
saying this.
phrasing.
Let's try again.
I did see that you just recently took her disc golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the 9-year-old.
Actually, she was there, but she barely played. She just thought it was dumb after a while. So
Yeah.
But yeah, Jess took her out there and taught her how to play disc golf, and she was like, "I want to go play again." I'm just like, "Okay."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was like, "You're not gonna hurt my feelings." so yeah, that's been pretty cool. And then like Riley is the 9-year-old. She's in 4th grade, so I'm like helping her with her homework, and I'm having to like relearn this shit because I'm just like, what?
Well, I don't think you really learned the first time. Let's be honest, dude.
Well,
I love you.
Like math, I'm pretty damn good at, but she's not. So it's like I'm trying to relate it to her and teach her how to do it, and I don't have a lot of patience. So I'm just like, how are you not fucking getting this?
That's what having the kid in your life is going to bring to you.
Yeah.
Is patience.
So that's definitely kind of helped me out. But yeah, and then I'm turning 40. Here on the 29th was 18th, so 11 days away. Yeah, so that's
it's gonna be a hell of a party. Yeah,
I don't know. I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna come because most of the time that time of year it's just kind of everyone's
always
busy and shit. So
we'll be there.
I was like, I want to do something.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
It's starting at 3 and then just kind of gotta go till whenever it fizzles out. And it's just going to be a kind of come and go when you can,
Gross.
kind of style party. And
I love
we'll
coming
have
and
some
going.
foods there.
Gross.
Yeah, just please don't come on my couch.
Coming and going and
I'm
going
gonna get
and
there.
coming.
Lance is gonna be wearing a fucking Power Rangers helmet.
I might even grill some wieners. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, there's that. And then next year, I'm just kind of excited to see what all this shit brings because like it's just been me and Murray for what.
That's sweet boy.
2020, pretty
That's
much.
Sweet 100-pound boy.
Yeah, so he loves it now because she has a little dog named Susie, and it's just like the dog's like almost 19 years old.
God damn.
It's just like it's just like a little grandma dog, and all it does is like sleep, and then
Poop.
like she'll growl at Murray sometimes, and he's not even like we have a video. She's sitting there, and he's just laying on the floor like just not even looking at her, and I'm just like, what do you senile old bat? So. But they vibe pretty good. I mean,
nice.
They don't ever fight or anything, so it's just kind of cool. I'm just excited to see next year.
Hell yeah, brother.
What all it's going to bring. And
Relationships.
I love the show, guys.
Well,
relationships.
We're happy for you, man.
I want to ask
you.
You went to an event that was at McFly's.
Yes.
Oh,
And I just want to take a moment to talk
Little
about
people
that because
wrestling.
I missed out on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was a little upset that I missed it.
If you have the chance to go see that, whatever I've been referring to it as midget wrestling.
They refer to it as that.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what the flyer said, so I didn't want to be like this midget wrestling.
You see that midget
all them
over
little
there?
guys running around. But if you have the chance to go see that, do it. It's
Let's go midget
fucking
tossing,
amazing.
everybody.
Okay, so what we need to do is the next time that we have a chance to do, I want you to go. I want to go.
100%.
Javier wants
I
to
wanna
go.
go.
Chad
I
wants
want to go. I've been talking about it for
Now,
years.
I do want
Mikey
to
wants
say.
to go. Mikey lives close by too.
Yeah.
I want to say that
Right
when
up
we
the
have
road.
another Matt War Pro Wrestling, I want you to go with us. I think you're gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah, I want to go to indie wrestling.
All
The
right.
best part about this, it was like Spanish promotion kind of. So the announcer had this super thing from Forward Texas. and then there's this little midget. He goes, his name was Firefly, but Firefly. Oh no, poor Firefly. The whole time, and then Firefly was this little bitty midget wrestler with a luchador mask and everything.
I think I could guess that, yeah.
And then he was fighting like a grown man.
Oh.
They had a clown mask.
Well,
and
they're
he
both. I think they're all grown, man.
Wait, they
well,
were,
no, like it was like a full size one.
they were
Like,
fighting full-size people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
So I got
that's
some
rough.
videos, and it was a clown. He's like, "No, payasito, no, don't do that to Firefly. Oh, poor Firefly." And it was fucking. I could not stop laughing at that dude.
Wow.
But they did that, and then I don't know if anyone remembers from WWE. I think it's Sin Cara.
Yeah.
He was there.
Fuck you, really?
Mystico
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what he goes as. He was there. So it
No
was freaking
shit.
cool. I was
Pretty
like,
fucking
what?
cool.
God damn,
Yeah.
what happened to him since if he's over there?
I don't know. He was
Jesus Christ.
flipping.
Like
around.
I actually want all of us to go to Matt Pro War.
I think you said Bat Porn.
Matt War Pro Wrestling.
Matt Porn.
yes.
Bat porn.
Because just to watch Javier yell.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Javier made the show.
100%. They need to hire Javier to be
Agreed.
in a plant in the audience.
Like a crowd plumper or
Yeah.
a fluffer or something like that.
Yeah, this geese need to get jerked off. I gotta
yelling.
check these guys off over here.
Get away from the mic. Get away from the mic. There you go. Just a loud man.
He's a fluffer.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us and looking forward to your birthday,
thank you.
man.
Oh yeah, and this Friday night, we're at 7:30. We're going live for our Christmas episode too with the AM
Friday
chat.
night.
They're going to be on.
Oh, cool. Maybe we can have them on one day.
Yeah, they're a lot of
fucking
fun to have
funny.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. We've already got some eggnog and stuff.
And that's gonna be on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we'll be
where
live
can
on
people find you?
YouTube on our channel, the Tales from the Fort.
Hell yeah.
So, not fart, fort.
Thanks for clarifying.
You missed out on an opportunity there, bud.
I know everyone sees the Tales from the Fart. I'm like, Fort, man.
Damn it.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Bathroom story? I was like, no, it's not all the time.
So good.
But-
Y'all go live every Friday, right? Friday or
Typically,
Saturday?
it's on Saturdays.
Yeah, okay.
But since they've moved in, I don't have my studio anymore, so I have to set up in the living room. So it's more of a process. So I only do it about every other week now.
Okay.
And but this week we're doing it on Friday. So we'll be live 7:30, and I'll send it all out on my Facebook and all that stuff. So
At Tales from the Fort on everything.
yep.
All right.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I think that's it.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Well, next up, we've got Sarish. Sarish, what are you most proud of in 2024 and excited for the 2025?
Oh, there's a lid on there still.
I saw that one.
Nice pour, Timothy. Nice pour.
I was like, no one's about to see this except for me.
Did he fuck it up? What happened? What I miss?
He was pouring with the lid on.
Ah, you idiot!
I thought that, I mean, it looks
It looks like a little.
it looks like
Yeah, it does. It does. You fool!
All right. All right.
I would say I'm most proud of just keeping my sanity because while, this year was great, it was amazing. We got to travel a lot. We did a lot of great things. There was definitely some challenges. Chad knows, he can attest to that, I think.
I've been here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I am most excited about planning a wedding for next year.
Shit.
For
Oh, you're gonna be poor.
myself.
Yeah.
For myself and
Just
and
you.
Chadwick over there.
No, this is for you and you only, apparently.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
just
what?
my wedding. Only me. I'm gonna marry
Am I
myself.
performing?
Actually.
Is it going to be here?
I get it. You're all right. So,
Are y'all getting married here?
yes, it's looking more than likely we're going to get married in the DFW area. We previously kind of talked about maybe getting hitched in the mountains somewhere with a very small crew and then coming back and just having a big fucking party. But more and more, the closer we get to it, it's we're probably going to have a big thing here. I
Have
think.
a wedding at Griff's and then a big party at a big wedding hall.
We're not going to
Wedding
get married
of
at
my
Griff's.
dreams, right there.
I mean, but Griff's is where it's
That's what
at.
I've always dreamed of.
they
Actually,
just-
how did you know?
They just remodeled. They just remodeled in there. The seats are new.
Wow.
I was talking about Griff's earlier with somebody.
they got a
Sorry.
killer hot dog.
We're not getting married at Griff's. Okay, that's
I
something
mean,
that's
I
not
love hot
gonna happen.
dogs. I don't.
Or maybe we will. I don't fucking know.
I knew it. She loves hot
I-
dogs.
it's constant temperature check. I never know what she fucking wants. You know what I mean? So maybe it is Griff's. I don't
Hey
know.
man, whatever makes her happy, you got to do it.
I mean, it sounds cheap. That sounds great.
So that's the number one idea so far. Yeah,
So far.
the cheapest. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Lance. Lance, what are you most proud of 2024 and
Gay
excited
sex. And he said it.
for 2025?
Butt stuff.
In the butt stuff.
I'm still in a relationship, so that's a win.
Congratulations.
I didn't get in trouble this year. I don't think.
You've been a good boy.
I'm alive.
Okay.
Hey,
that's a big one.
congratulations.
The year's not up yet, buddy.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
true. I do have a
Don't say
couple
that.
weeks to.
Tim wants you dead.
Tim's got you on
brush
the
my teeth
Deadpool.
with the 9mm.
Little do
No jokes here about that.
Little do you
No
know,
jokes.
but I become a beneficiary. He doesn't even know that. Fix that up.
Oh shit!
I mean, he's giving me his jerseys.
I'm just going to inherit debt, and
Yeah, you're taking the dog.
I want the dog. I'll take the dog.
Somebody's gonna take the dog. She doesn't want it.
I'll take the dog. No, keep going. Good
That's
stuff.
all I
please.
got.
What do you got for
next year?
We're going
I'm
to
getting
an
out of the
Armed Forces
Navy.
Bowl. We're going to
Yeah,
an Armed Forces Bowl.
Well, that's this year.
This year.
That's literally next.
That's like
next
a
week.
couple days before the new year, though.
He's getting out of the Navy next
He's
year.
getting
Get out of the Navy.
He's getting out of the Rihanna
That's a
Navy.
huge dub. Other than that, that's it. That's all I can think of.
New
that I
season
can
of One
say
Piece
on here.
New season of One Piece going on. You know, new anime coming out.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
There's always new anime.
Out of the Navy is a huge deal.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
That's
I'm
14
excited for all
years.
the things that bring life to you.
Government sucks.
Yeah,
14 years.
14 years.
No more cock.
That's why you
gobbling.
guys keep talking about these cruises, and it makes me a little hesitant.
We're gonna do all the cocaine.
It's different because on these
I
cruises,
understand it's different, but I still don't love the idea.
on these cruises you can get shit faced and not have to worry about it.
You don't got to stomp your shit into the tub.
And you're rarely on a boat as is.
I didn't do that to begin with.
And then if you drink water, it's not going to have fuel mixed into it.
That's true.
So
You
there's
never,
that.
maybe.
That's true.
There's a lot of benefits, man. I'm telling
There
you.
is.
All right.
Yeah, I
Tim.
get paid more money.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. I'm ready to put this year behind me. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man. This guy's got a dead mom. He's got a.
Yeah. I got a dead mom. I got a.
There's a lot of yelling for the Dead Moms Club in the audience right now.
My mom died. She decided.
No, she didn't decide. She didn't decide.
She decided to lose her brain and whatever.
Jesus.
So I'm ready.
Respectfully.
I'm just ready for put that. I'm ready to put that behind. It's been a weird year.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next year. Man, I don't talk about my job a whole lot, but I'm going to be a City of Fort Worth employee.
Mm-hmm.
I'll end up being. Get this. They're going to call me a firefighter, but I won't do anything with fighting fire.
It wouldn't be the first time you're a firefighter,
No,
though.
it's not the first time. So I'll be with the City of Fort Worth as a single role firefighter on an ambulance again, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see how that goes. But I also I only have like 4 semesters left of my bachelor's. So
Really?
Oh, nice.
roughly, yeah,
Dude, that's just rolling along.
if I do summer school and everything like I've been doing, it's like 4 semesters without a minor. I was working.
Whoa! Nobody wants a minor. Hold on, man.
I was going to do a minor.
A minor.
I was going to get a minor, but I might just drop that and just graduate.
Yeah,
get a
fuck
senior.
the minor. Don't do that.
No, hey, no, hey.
No. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to. The next year should be hopefully. I mean, it's only up from here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it should be good, unless my dad just decides.
No,
Okay,
no,
moving
we're
on,
not
moving
doing
on.
that. We're not
All right,
doing
Mikey.
He's old, so
Mikey, what are you most proud of 2024 and excited for 2025?
I think I'm the
me
most.
too, man.
Well,
I
the
don't want to go
most
through it again.
proud of, I guess, for 2024 is just all the stuff that like got me to go through the Bowie House thing. I left Bowie House and I was just like, all right, I'm grateful for that. And I think that I'm excited for whatever the next step is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ready to leave 2024 behind too. Cause I'm like, wow, this was a wild year. It was very fun, but I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to step into the new year. My wife is going to have major surgery next year. So she's going to get recovery deal. It's like 2 months basically.
Wow.
I don't want to go too deep into details because she's like very private person about it. But basically she's got a lot of issues that she just needs to get fixed. And once she gets this done, it's going to be January 6th, the anniversary of the capital rating and whatever else.
God.
And so, she's just going to get that surgery and then 2 months later she'll be new person. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Be good. Other than that, I think 2024 too, for me has been like the year to renew everything, like getting out of Bowie House, I think is for me, like getting back to studying, for my sommelier certifications and keeping going. And then, getting the Next Up Wine thing going, which has been really interesting. It's just like a lot of it is, private catering, but then eventually it'll be like events related. A big thing for New Year's Eve is getting together with these guys from Rumors Parties, which are like local party throwing, but it's like you tested out the waters, you see what the reception's like. I guess their Halloween party was like really cool. I missed out on that one, but I was like talking with them because those guys were coming to Bowie House a lot and talking to me about what they were doing.
Right.
Well, now on New Year's Eve, we're going to throw a gigantic party. And it's going to be really fun. They said the event space is close to Walloons.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be on that side of town, like Hemp Hill area.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there could be 200-300 people there.
Damn.
And right now I'm just working on like using connections and talking with people that are, related to soft beverage, beer, wine, whatever, and getting sponsorships, and so it's gonna be fun.
I have an idea of where it might be. I follow them, and I'm really interested in going to one of those parties.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, follow them, and
they're on rumors parties, right?
Rumors parties. Yep. Yeah, they're kind of wanting to make it like mysterious. I think people were like, "Well, what is this? Like, how do we find out more information?" But they're not like marketing themselves. They're like really just being like, let's make it a party. Let's make it not too exclusive, but like let's have good people.
What's that movie?
Come to this party.
The night before. We just watched that the other day, and they're like the Nutcracker Ball, and they're all like been waiting for this party every year, and then finally they go to the Nutcracker Ball because Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character stole some tickets out of a pocket of a jacket. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought when he was talking about this. Is that
it reminds me? I think of The Great Gatsby.
Oh
yeah.
I think Night Before was kind of based off of.
Well, yeah, and the guy talks about it. It was the drug dealer's party, and he was like, "Yeah, I just always had a love for Great Gatsby." He actually says this.
I've never seen The Night Before.
Oh, really? But you love Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I do, and I love Falcon.
Rogen.
It's great.
Come on,
you should watch it.
Yeah.
I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
It's on the.
That's a dick I'd suck.
It's on the Plex. It's on the Plex.
I know that's how we saw it.
Yeah, just watch it tomorrow.
We watched it on your Plex.
It's on the Plex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but check it out. I mean, seriously, it's. I think it's free drinks is what it is because they don't have a license. So
that's fucking
I'm gonna
awesome.
try to just get as much free product as I can, and yeah, we're working on getting people to give us sparkling for the New Year. So
fuck yeah, man!
Hell yeah!
Excited about that.
Woo. Nice. And what are you most excited about for next year?
Next year, I think that really just like getting into a new season for me is enough, and then getting back with friends. I think like having more time on my hands, not being as busy.
Are you gonna put more time into Next Up?
Yeah, that, and I'm definitely gonna have a day job, but the big thing is like any job I think would be less hours than 65, 70 hours a week. So it's like if I get a 40-hour a week job, it's a lot better. Yeah. I think that's going to make it a lot easier. And a friend of mine went there to that level and was like, okay, I got just as much money or maybe just like a little bit less, but I'm working 25 hours a week less, and just imagine how much time you have.
Yeah,
like,
a normal 40-hour job? Come on.
Yeah, because you don't realize what you're doing to yourself when you work those hours, so then you're like, oh yeah, this is normal for a year, and it's like, maybe it's not normal.
Not good for long term.
No, it's not good for long term. So I'm excited about that, just having more time and spending more time with friends and family, and all that.
Good. As it should be.
Yeah,
says I. That's what it should be.
All right, Javier, you're up. 2024, 2025.
24, man, I think it was just a bunch of busy stuff. That's all it really was. And, just throwing money at stuff that we wish we didn't have to. But relationship-wise, that's... Oh, God. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
it's been fantastic.
Tammy's the worst.
It's been really good. We had a really great year. Last year was fantastic. 23 was fantastic. 24 was even better. We still had stuff that we were going through, like pet wise and
you acquired
stuff like that.
2 cats.
We acquired one cat.
One cat. You had the cat. Okay, yeah.
Trying to get another one that bit Tammy, and she has to take antibiotics for it now.
Cats are good.
Tuxedo cat.
Let's have 1,000 cats.
Hey, I love cats, man. I'm a cat man.
We're well aware of your cat issue.
But no, I think with regarding the podcast, we had our setbacks, but for a good reason. and I totally don't look at Tim.
I wouldn't say that was.
It wasn't a good reason. It wasn't a good reason
because my mom died.
Yeah,
that's not a good reason.
That's not a.
That's pretty fucked up to say, Javier.
My brother called me out on like talking.
Hold my
about
hand,
that.
Tim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like,
it wasn't a good reason.
It was a good reason.
But no.
If there was any reason, it should be that.
Spending time with the family. My sister, family kind of we all kind of not grew apart, moved away from each other. My sister just moved last week to McAllen to live with her boyfriend. So now she's like by herself, my mom. And, we're trying to kind of do stuff with my mom now that we're going to try to do so that way she's not lonely. But other than that, this stuff, I really want the podcast to grow. We kind of stunted our growth with all this stuff that happened, but I think next year with the CD that we have coming out, the CD, the streaming album we have coming out, the Christmas album.
You can find us on the corners of downtown Fort Worth.
Listen to this. Listen to my mixtape.
Slinging CDs.
But I think what we have going on here for the podcast next year, we've talked about throwing a 2000s party.
Yeah.
We've talked about doing things and having events. I want to see this grow a lot bigger than this 5th year. It's going to be our 5th year.
If you show up to our 2000 parties wearing Jinkos, you get in for free.
That's right.
Oh,
hell yeah.
We're going to continue with
if you have one of them Dunkin' yo-yos, then you get a free shot. Remember them Dunkin' yo-yos that they would go to your school hey, look how cool this is.
I feel like it was yo-yos against drugs or something.
It was. But what was the thing? It was the birdie thing.
The cradle.
The
Cat
in the cradle.
Yeah.
Cat in the cradle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Dude, those motherfuckers
I could do
got
that
you.
one.
They're like, look at this. It's better than having sex, but it turns out it wasn't. No, I think the growth of the podcast, I really want to see that happen in the coming year. But also, my relationship, I want that to grow bigger. So we'll see what happens. That's a wink. I just winked to the camera,
nice.
No one cared for that. It was a weird thing that
Sorry.
you did.
That made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. She's watching. She's embarrassed of me. I'm sure she's God damn it.
We all feel embarrassed for you. We love you, Tamiflu. We're sorry
so sorry
that you did that.
But more trips. I think more trips, more music festivals. I'm going to go see Fatboy Slim January 10th, so that's going to be fun.
Nice.
ACL in the coming year, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, everyone,
Nice.
So it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun 2025. If I don't die, that is.
Yeah, 2026 we're running next go.
Woo! World Cup, baby! Manchester United is going to go all the way next year. We're going to win the Prem. We're going to win the FA Cup, and we're going to win the Champions League. Going to get that treble again. Man, it's going to be a good stuff. All I care about right now.
No.
Man City's going fucking down. They're fucking ass. Shout out to Pep. Pep, you're losing, baby. Stay humble.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Woo! Ball bag. Listen to ball bag. Ball bag pop hat. Okay.
Wow.
Just wanted to cut him
It's
off.
a lot of wine, man. I'm just
Okay,
drinking
Chad, we haven't got to you.
This is what wine does
we gotta,
to you.
All right.
This is exactly what wine does to you.
2024, I feel like it's been a reevaluation year. It's been getting back at my career after the year-long hiatus-ish, with the layoff and whatnot, and then kind of some self-evaluation shit. Engaged now, which is amazing and feel decent about.
Decent
at best, really, is the way I feel about it. Feeling great about where we are and looking to the future. So it's been a fucking great year, to be honest with you. It's been a weird year, but it's been a great year.
A year of growth.
Yeah, it's been very much growth. It's not we've had some cool trips like Hawaii and Italy and some stuff, which was great, but it has been a growth year. Yeah. And then 2025, also looking forward to wedding and getting married to this person, and then some future things that we want to I want to be able to propel my life and my future kids' lives for this situation where we.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
No,
You're drinking, ma'am. Your baby wouldn't like that.
No, the baby's having a party.
That way. I want to
Join
set
it.
me, my family, my close people up for success, and so I'm going to be working on doing that next. That and my MBA and stuff like that. So another year of growth, but hopefully getting closer to the goals. But looking forward to that. That's it.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got sound effects, Mikey. You might not remember.
We got Reading Rainbow sound effects.
Last time you were here, I don't think we had sound effects.
I don't think we had this.
Rainbow?
Yeah, it was Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, no, we didn't have this whole studio. We didn't have any of this shit.
DMX Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, that shit was gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we have been on for like 2 hours now. So it's about that time to start wrapping up.
Well, I don't know. Tim looks like he wants to say something.
No, I don't want to say anything. I'm just got something queued up to play as we go out.
Okay, yeah. Can I talk over it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funky Panther poop. Funky Panther poop.
Gift under the tree, but it ain't for me. It's got your name on it.
Mikey, where can people find Next Up on social media?
Instagram. I'm not making content on TikTok right now, but it will be on there.
Okay.
I was, but I took a long break. But yeah, Instagram and TikTok.
He just keeps getting louder.
He just turns it up.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Mikey. Listen to this song.
Just keep on talking.
I wish I could, but no one can hear what we're saying. Okay. Well, thank you for coming on the show again, man. This has been a great time. Thank you for drinking some amazing wine with us and chilling and bringing us some whiskey.
And shout out to Blackland. Shout out to Blackland Distillery over there in Fort Worth, Weisenberg.
They're keeping it Fort Worth. Even though, no matter how big they get, they'll still be
100%. Going to 30 states, but still keeping it local.
Hell yeah, baby.
If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow all things Funky Panther on social media. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever. We still have that. You can find all of it at thefunkypanther.com. You can call, text, leave us a voicemail, 817-677-0408. We absolutely fucking love you, and we hope you've had the best year. But look forward to 2025 and all the things that Funky Panther is going to bring you in 2025. We love you, everybody. Stay good. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Mikey.
And for the last time in 2024, we are
the Funky Panther!
I'm here to stay. Foreplays the present, unwrapping all day. You come first, that's the only plan. I'm the gift that keeps giving. I'm a patient man. Lights dim low and the music.